The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab a hand, come travel life, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel life, that's old style.
Hello?
Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
Dick.
Why does life be so fair?
Horny. It wasn't even good enough to be shit.
You're a pervert. Shag a pony.
I'm David Babcock and I got my willy stuck in a hooper.
They cancelled Brexit.
Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there, we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I wanna
Friday! Got the Friday feeling right up my jacksie.
I'll just keep moving on. So if you
It's that song about a dog detective that goes around saving people.
just grab your hat, come
Anyone phones up tonight and pretends this is the theme tune to a TV series, Instaban.
They wouldn't be allowed to make such a thing.
Of course not.
Because he'd be fouling the pavements, he'd be impregnating other dogs, it'd be awful.
Gay Dogs is the name of my new band, and I'm looking for musicians. I'm Iain Lee, by the way. I stole some strawberries on a reality TV show and got paid very handsomely for it. You are...
Sophia Loren.
And who are you, boy?
Sam, answer the phones.
There we go. That's it. I knew I recognised that voice. I'm starting a band. We're called the Gay Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on bass. Good evening, dear listener. Brexit free zone tonight. Political free zone tonight. Let's have a fun. Let's make it a fun zone tonight.
Fancy free.
Hashtag, do use the hashtags. Really keen on the hashtags. Hashtag TLNA, the late night alternative. Very exciting for me. A dream came true today.
Would you like me to ask you about that?
Please do.
Tell me about that dream.
I touched a boobie. No. I did tell a gentleman where he could get some poussoir, but I was parked up in my car just around the corner from work, and I had Kath on speakerphone, and she was driving in, and she said, I'm 10 minutes away. I said, I'll wait for you. She was on speakerphone, and we were chatting. And I had my window open, and then I started singing, what was I singing? Grease Lightning or something. And this very drunk guy, late 20s, sort of staggered past me. This is at 8 o'clock in the evening. Staggered past me, and then came back and went, I say, sir. And so I went, yes, sir. Good evening to you, sir. And I said, you are under arrest, sir. Handcuff me now, sir. He was absolutely steaming. He was about 28. And we were chatting for a bit, and then he said, and I'm going to use foul language. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where I might get some of the old pussy?
At which point, I'd been silent up to that point. I went, bloody hell.
Then this guy, right, sticks his head full in my window and goes, oh, no, madam, no, don't listen to this private conversation. He's just a normal bloke.
Interrupted my bloody conversation with his flipping Tom Dickery.
And I said, I think you can get some down there, mate, so off you go. But it was,
I told you should not have indicated that he was entitled to anything.
I did not in any way indicate entitlement. I indicated get away from me, mint. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. I thought we'd do something slightly different, certainly for the first part of the show. In the way this works normally, it's a phone-in show, unlike any other phone-in show in the world. We celebrate the positive. We celebrate the light, the life, the love, the funny, the ridiculous, the small, the micro, and we try and stay away from politics. Sometimes we go into it and some people go, oh, I thought you didn't do politics. Well, we do it when I fancy it. It's my show. Mine and Cass show. We do it when we fancy it. You don't like it? Jog on. But we tend to have a life, and we tend to have a laugh, and we talk a little bit about mental health as well. So you know, we are what I believe could be called a safe zone, unless you're a bell end, and then it's a very, very unsafe zone, as you'll be called out for your bellendery. But the way it works, right, normally, is you dial the number 0344 499 1000. You'll speak to the young man Sam. He takes your name and number, doesn't even ask you what you want to talk about, and he calls you straight back, puts you on. I have a screen in front of me. It's a computer system called Phonebox, and it shows 10 lines, and I can see who's called in and how long they've been waiting for, and I then kind of put them through. I've got 2 lines I can drag calls to, and I've got 2 faders. Well, I thought tonight, and we have done this before, tonight I have switched off my computer screen, my Phonebox. So I don't know who's called in. I know the first caller because I saw it as we were coming up with the plan. So I know the first caller. But after that, I don't know who's called up. I also don't know, Catherine, and this is the slightly risky part. Risky, no one's going to die as a result of it. It's not really a risk. I also don't know if anybody's called up. We could have a full switchboard. We could, apart from this one caller, unless he's fallen asleep. Have you fallen asleep yet, Alan?
No, not yet, boss.
Okay. It's the only one I know. Because, sorry, and, you know, it's just gone 10 o'clock. But apart from that, I won't know if we've got any callers or not, and I will, at various points I might have the faders open, I might put so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You up for that, Boyley?
Oh, so up for it.
But are you up for that, dear listener?
Doesn't really matter, we're doing it anyway.
0344 499 1000. We saw him calling in. Let's get that first cab off of the rank, despite what he said about us last week. It's Alan Caddy!
Hey, boss, hi, Kath!
Excuse me, pardon me, a little bit windy,
You had a bit of windy pop?
No, kids don't do this anymore.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. He goes,
Me, Tarzan, you capo.
Oh, that's, okay, yeah, okay. Was, what age was Tarzan, Lord of Greystoke, dropped off in the jungle? Was he a bebe?
Bebe.
It was bebes, okay, so that's why
I think that film was made in 1985, wasn't it?
Well, hang on a second.
So that would have made him
a bebes. Hang on a second, though. If he got dropped off as a bebes in the jungle,
yeah.
Right, we're now questioning, we're 10 minutes in and we're now trying to unpick the Tarzan legend. Is it a legend or is it just a story?
Story, innit?
Okay. If he dropped
probably true.
If he got dropped off as it's inspired by real events. If he got,
Mike the Monkey Boy.
If he got dropped off as a bebes in the jungle,
yeah.
How could he then say, me Tarzan, you Jane? Because monkeys don't say that. Also, what was Jane doing in the jungle? Dirty mare. Isn't it funny? I've judged Jane, but yet I'm calling Tarzan a hero.
Why isn't she allowed to explore the jungle?
The patriarchy. It exists even in the monkey kingdom.
I think very simply, he got to an age, obviously, where he was beginning to speak, and so he had, some words.
That's not how language works. Well, inherent in his DNA was English.
Well, he was already talking as a toddler.
Whoa! Well, Alan.
Yeah, boss.
This is part of I'm mentoring you, Alan, throughout life.
I'm listening.
Catherine has just dropped what we call in the trade a bollock, right? She's contradicted her own argument. What has she just said in that little piece there that completely blows her argument out of the water, my friend?
What?
Tarzan was learning to talk from an early age, even though he was raised by monkeys and monkeys don't talk.
Well, shut up, because actually you're assuming he was a tiny baby in arms when he was... And he wouldn't have survived that. It was very unlikely. He would have had to have some rudimentary movement to be able to be...
No!
Otherwise he'd still be in the place where he was left. How would he learn to walk?
Okay, well, first of all, Moses was left Moses was a bebes, and he managed to float down a river. He drove a boat. He was driving boats as a bebes. But secondly, you did originally agree with me that... don't Google it!
I'm not. I'm writing notes down.
Get off the Google, Cat.
I'm not on Google. Mind your own business.
That's it. We've got her in
Don't
the...
be sexist.
Alan's always sexy.
Might be a bum bag.
Okay. But now you're being homophobic.
I'm not.
Right. I'm not bumming in a bag, not again. But everybody just cool out, okay? We're just trying to unpick Tarzan. That's all.
I will if I want.
Maybe we'll do a Brexit phone-in. I think it will be safer. You agreed he was a bebes,
Yeah,
right?
but what's your definition of a baby?
You know what a baby is. Jesus, you know what a baby
I would
is.
say that a 2-year-old is a baby.
No, you would. Well,
I would.
I would say that a 20-year-old killed as a victim of knife crime is a baby.
Exactly.
Right, but for this conversation, we mean an actual bebes.
You should have established that before.
Well, we have.
I'm not on board
And you
that
say a bebes it would have died in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
No, because the monkey scooped down and picked mummy monkey who had lost the baby in the monkey wars. Scooped down and picked up the baby.
Do you think that
Planet of the Apes.
Do you think that we could survive on monkey milk?
Yeah, of course you could. Monkeys are like. Well, here's the thing. This is actually true. First facts of the evening. We are closer. Humans are closer genetically to cows than they are to monkeys.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, now you know it. We are something like 0.1% DNA different from a cow, and we're something like 3% DNA different from a monkey. So in answer to your question, yes, of course we could survive on cow's milk. It's like drinking our own
monkey milk
juice. Yeah, it's the same thing. I would suck.
That's completely different. What you've just argued is we could survive on cow's milk, but not on monkey milk because we're completely different from a monkey.
Here's the thing.
Anyway, we're talking about apes. Jaguars are different from monkeys.
If I was lost in the jungle and I was thirsty, I would suck off a monkey.
Yeah, but it's not about
for its milk.
It's not about being thirsty. If we're talking about a baby, which is your idea.
Tarzan is not my idea.
No, but the fact that he's a tiny baby, which is not something I would agree with.
Yes.
Then he would need proper nutrition. Now, if my baby couldn't thrive on my milk and I'm a human, how could baby Tarzan thrive on a chimp?
I see. It's all about your deficiencies as a woman.
I'm just saying that babies are very, very fragile things, and baby milk is a very interesting combo.
We got there
and
in the end.
Ape's milk would not be compatible.
The reason Catherine does not like Tarzan is because she is unable to produce good milk from her boobies. Am I close?
Wow.
Yeah.
How have you turned this on me?
You turned it on Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. Oh!
That's a bit better, but it's still not as good as mine.
That was weird. Thanks, Alan. This is Talk Radio.
Kick off your slippers. Don't go to bed. The party is just starting. You can sleep when you're dead. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Gosh, Matthew Parris is leaving the Conservatives and going Lib Dem. That's unusual. Okay. Who named him Tarzan? And also the arrogance, right? Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. That's outrageous. The monkeys came and picked him up, looked after him, milked him, fed him milk, and then he goes, me better than monkey. Me be Lord of Jungle. Tarzan. I
think other people called him the Lord. I don't think he was. I didn't think he claimed the crown.
He made the monkeys his B1TCHs. It's humanity. It's an allegory for humanity, going right up the Swanee.
And why did he call that chimp Cheetah?
Well, because he found him with another. Found him with another man. I don't know if there are any callers. I haven't got my screen on. Sam is putting calls through as and when they come in. If you hear me say hello, that means you're on the air. Hello, are you there?
Yes.
Who's that?
Jana.
Yama?
Yeah, Jana with an N.
Okay, hello, Yama. I only question it because I was expecting some boring old regular. Have we spoken before, Yama?
No, we haven't. No, this is my second call to your radio station.
Well, you've called the good show. You found the good show.
I have to say, you are so cheering me up.
Oh.
I've just been finishing reading Douglas Murray's The Madness of Crowds. And then you come on with all your wonderful un-PC chatter, and it just made me feel so good.
What's now that book's? I don't know that book, but it sounds very, very heavy, man.
It is heavy, man, but written in a very, very easy way.
Okay, I like things written in an easy way.
Yeah, not hard at all.
No.
But I don't know if I'm sad or something, but I find that, like, your show has become my best friend.
No, well, I mean, yes, of course that's sad and pathetic, and you should probably get medical help, but we're not going to argue. What do you mean by that, Yama?
Oh, well, because I spend so much time on my own. I'm a carer for my granddaughter who doesn't speak at all. She's 8 years old and she's got a disability.
Right.
And so I spend most of my days conversing with a non-verbal human being. So listening to talk radio just gives me people who talk, and I can sort of think answers and then sort of talk back in my head. I know it sounds odd.
No, it doesn't sound odd. Do you? Because I do that. The older I get, I don't really watch much TV anymore, but when I do, now that I'm 46, I will shout at the TV like my mum and dad used to when I was a kid. And also the radio, I will sit there and I will talk to the radio and I will argue with the radio. Is that the same thing?
It is the same thing,
Brilliant.
but I have to say that talk radio mostly tend to agree. Not all the shows,
No.
but a lot of them, yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to say thank you guys. You know. You cheer me up.
Hey, well, listen, that's very kind. Thank you very much. Does your granddaughter live with you, or does she go?
Yeah, just me and her together. We live together.
And
her mum has emigrated to abroad.
Gosh. What, and left her behind?
Left her behind. Well, she's sorting things out. You know, it's hard to take a very disabled child abroad if you haven't got a job or anywhere to live. So she's gone away. Probably be there for 6 months to a year, and then hopefully get her. But yeah,
that must be hard. That must be hard for everybody involved there. Her, you, and your granddaughter.
Well, it isn't for my daughter because she knows that Kitty loves being with me.
Right.
So we Skype each other, and she can see that she's all right. But it is tough. You know, it's not easy.
Did you say your granddaughter's name was Kitty?
Yeah.
What a great name. I love the name Kitty.
Well, her mother called her Ekaterina after Kitty in Anna Karenina.
Oh, there you go, you see. Well, we're a very well-read family. And is she, regular at going to bed? Is she one of those kids? Cause I've got 7 and 9, and I know sometimes they don't want to go to bed, sometimes they'll wake up and they'll want to go. Is she good at, she goes to bed at a certain time and she stays asleep, or does she?
Yeah, she goes to bed at a regular time. She normally wakes up about 2 or 3 in the morning. Every morning.
And is that it for the day then, or does she go back to sleep?
I don't think she does. I go back to sleep. I put on a program for her.
Okay.
I try and go back to sleep. But there've been studies done on these kids. She's got Angelman syndrome, and she's the worst sleeper out of the whole bunch. So.
What was that syndrome? I don't know that.
Angelman syndrome.
Angelman's. What's that?
She's got the gene missing in her brain. So it's a genetic condition.
Right.
It's missing from the mother's gene, so she has Angelman. If it was missing from the father, she would have Prader-Willi syndrome, which is a totally different.
Okay, now I've heard of Prader-Willi, but so how does this Angelman syndrome affect Kitty?
Well, she's as I say, non-verbal.
Yeah.
So she can't communicate. She has very awkward gait. It used to be called the happy puppet syndrome. So they're very smiley, happy kids. They're always laughing. And very, very severe learning, learning disability. So she's 8, but she's about 18 months.
Okay.
Something like that.
And how, and you're caring for her 24 hours a day? Do you get any respite?
I'm working on it.
Right.
It takes time.
Doesn't it?
Really. Yeah. It's not easy. I mean, the social services are great, but it takes a long time to get into the system.
It does. So do you get any breaks?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do other stuff. I mean, I've been on television.
Hang on. Whoa. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
You're about to brush past that. We will not allow that. What have you done on the telly?
I was on Kirsty's Handmade Christmas, and I won the gingerbread house competition.
Hey. Well, now, what is that? I have heard of that, but what is that?
Every Christmas, Kirsty also does a show, and I think it's 10 episodes.
Yeah. I know the show, the gingerbread house competition. What's that?
4 people build a gingerbread house, and a judge picks a winner.
And did you win?
I did.
Yes, man!
Do you think I'd have mentioned it if I hadn't won?
Oh, well done. Well done. That must have been fun.
It was fun. I made a St Basil's Cathedral out of gingerbread.
My God, that's incredible.
I made a house once, and that was hard enough.
Did you not burn yourself with that horrible glue and all that stuff?
Oh, no, Assamalt. That's the way to go.
Right.
Yeah.
And is Kitty well enough, present enough to, for example, if you showed her that video of you on the telly, would she know that was you and...
She might recognise me, but she wouldn't really know what was going on.
Right, okay.
I mean, she loves... actually, she does love shows, and she loves...
What's her favourite?
Theatre. She likes the old Willy Wonka, not the new one.
Oh, yeah, good. No, well done. Even the scene on the boat, because that scene on the boat is horrible.
She loves that.
Really?
She loves scary things.
Oh, okay. She's got a dark side. I like this. That's interesting.
She does, definitely. She loves scary things. Witches. She likes witches.
I'm just looking at your gingerbread house.
Oh, are you?
Kath's just found it. My God, how long did that take you?
That's incredible.
That's ridiculously good.
Not only to get the shape right, but also all that intricate icing work. Flipping heck, Jana. That's incredible.
That was meringues.
Wow.
I don't know why I'm finding that so funny, but that is... How long did that take?
Well, it was over 100 pieces, so in the show I had to build it in 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on. Well, that is amazing. Go on, tell me. So Kitty likes scary things.
She likes scary things. She loves musicals. I got her to watch the whole of Singing in the Rain, and she liked that. And she loves Peppa Pig, and you know. But she really responds to music and theatre. So we try and take her to the theatre. You know, watching like children's theatre. Yeah. Yeah, no,
I've so enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much for calling. You will call again, won't you?
I'd love to, thank you.
And send our love to
Kitty.
Kitty.
Much for cheering me up. I will do.
Absolute pleasure. We'll have a great weekend and we'll speak soon.
Cheers, bye.
Thanks a lot, bye-bye. Oh, this is turning into a delightful little experiment of not knowing who's coming up. That was fantastic. That cake, that gingerbread house is amazing. Gosh, what a situation. Didn't we learn a lot about that family and the sacrifices that both you're not saying looking after a kid is a sacrifice, but there will be sacrifices in looking after a child who has issues such as Kitty's got. And the sacrifice the mum has had to make to go, imagine, Kath, leaving one of your girls.
I know.
Or leaving your girls behind so you could go and look for work and look at getting a better life for them. Imagine. Good for them. Oh, yeah, no, I love that. Thank you very much indeed. I don't know if there's anyone there. I'm just going to say hello and see if anyone says hello back. Hello?
Good evening.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, it's Elton.
Nelson?
Elton.
Elton. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, Elton. Hello, mate. Sorry, I didn't recognise you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Yeah, very, very good indeed. I just thought I'd bring up, I haven't anything to contribute to the show at all.
Neither does Catherine, but she gets paid.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So I just wanted to phone in and say I have nothing to contribute. I haven't really got an opinion on anything.
Oh.
And nothing to say at all, which I thought would be something to add a bit of depth to the show.
I think this is a burn.
So, yeah, that's it. Nothing at all.
Okay, Elton, well, shall we end it there?
Well, yes.
Okay. But still contributed a lot more than some of our callers do.
Yeah. Can't help feeling a little bit hurt, but...
What's that for, my darling? What's wrong, baby?
Well, first of all, you said that...
Oh,
Did you just call me baby?
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm Austin Powers, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm Austin Powers, baby. And I'm gonna go psychedelic with Liz Hurley and then Beyonce.
Ow! As soon as you like.
What was that for?
You can pack that in as soon as you like.
Spot on, well
Call
done.
me baby again and I'll kick you in the cojones. I won't really.
Awkward vibe, so I think we'll probably play an advert. I tell you what, whoever the next, I don't know who the trail is for our next, is going to be a trail for one of our colleagues.
Oh,
whoever it
yeah.
is, alright, whoever the advert for the next person is who you're going to marry next, alright, Catherine?
Excellent.
Yeah, let's hear it.
The Bottomless Brunch with Steph and Dom. The radio show where the owls are not what they seem.
Do you or have you ever watched Twin Peaks?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
We could be dreaming and meeting each other in our dreams.
On Talk Radio.
Well, I've had some lovely DMs today on Twitter.
Have you?
Shane Ritchie's invited us to go and see his play, The Entertainer, next week in Bromley. And Ian Dale's invited me out for lunch.
Nice.
It's nice. I like Ian because I was waiting for you. I listened to Any Questions on Radio 4, and Ian Dale was on there. And so I just messaged him and said, I'm really enjoying Any Questions, and I've mentioned you a couple of times on the show recently as an example of how two people who are politically opposite can get on with each other, and people, seem to think that we should hate each other because of that. And he said, that's bizarre, let's have a very public lunch then on him. Good, he's loaded after the election. By the way, this is Talk Radio, this is your erection station.
Will you have to have it underneath his massive portrait of Maggie Thatch?
I'd like to see that. I love I love Ian Dale. I like Ian Dale. It's that thing we've been saying, that everything has to be polarised now, partly because of Twitter, but politics and everything. We can talk about politics for the next 3 or 4 days, I think. But everything has to be polarised, and I have to hate you because you're different to me, and it's not. Ian's like a very staunch leaver. I'm a kind of vague Remainer, but we should probably get on with it kind of guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. Makes me laugh.
The point being, it's not all he is.
No.
And unfortunately, a lot of people have become kind of, what would you call it?
Twats.
Parodies of themselves.
Parodies of themselves. That's better. Probably better to.
Caricatures themselves.
There we go.
So if you support this team, this football team, you have to hate X, Y, and Z because that's what you do, because that is the form. And it's bullshine.
Bullshine. 03444991000. We're doing the show a little bit differently today. Simon says, can we have an entire hour of your faultless Austin Powers impression?
Oh, baby, we'll see about that one night, shall we? I'll get my good friend Liz Hurley to tickle my balls. Shagadelic, baby.
I'm gonna, there's a series of films based on his life.
Yes.
So I'm gonna watch those at some point. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm thinking.
They've been out a while.
I might, see if I can mock up an Austin Powers costume. Shouldn't have said that on the air. Everyone will be doing it now.
Oh yeah, baby, shagadelic, baby.
We're doing it slightly differently. I have my phone screen switched off, so we have no idea who, if anybody, is calling in. But if you hear me say hello, do say hello back. Hello?
Hello, Ian.
Yes?
Oh, it's Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
Who phoned earlier in the week. So 2 in 1 week. Oh, that's a record for me. Can I give a shout out?
It's not a record for me. I get about 75 calls in a week, so we're still some way off. But thank you.
Can I give a shout out to Jasmin? She's from Switzerland. She's my favourite of your regulars, and I don't hear enough of her, actually. And I've never yet heard the end of any of her stories, her health scare, her experiments,
Interestingly enough, Jasmin is actually here in the studio.
Do you mean Jasmin?
Jasmin is here in the studio with us as part of a work experience thing, aren't you, Jasmin?
Hello, it's Jasmin. How are you, Stephen?
Oh, hi, Jasmin. Oh, it's strange that I should be saying how much I like you, and then you happen to be there.
I've just been waiting here for you all this time, waiting for you to call me up, Stephen.
Really? It sounds a bit like Catherine putting on an accent to me.
Not Catherine, you say something.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
Now, Jasmin.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. They spoke at the same time.
Can you speak at the same time?
They just did. Do it again. Count.
Well, it's a bit rude, isn't it, on the radio? Yes, it is, and I've got better manners than that, because I'm from Switzerland.
Why don't Catherine and Jasmin, why don't you count to 10 at the same time?
Well, because she speaks German. I don't want to upset her.
You can do it in English, go on.
Oh, I see, yeah. The plot thickens.
2.
There you go, same time.
See?
Doing it exactly the same time, Stephen. Okay, so you're an old horn dog looking for some young flange. Well done. You've put a booty call out. What else can we
flange?
Do? Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Catherine was sceptical about Tarzan. Now, I would put it to you.
I correct you. You're wrong.
No, but I would say to you, what about the baby who started Rome, who was raised by wolves?
You mean Romulus and Remus?
Yes, exactly.
Well, they're not real, are they? Not like Tarzan.
But what about Mowgli, in India.
Ooh! Totally got you there with the Mowgli factor.
But Mowgli...
Is it not Mowgli?
I don't know how it's pronounced.
Okay.
It's Mowgli,
It's
isn't
just
it?
a story and Tarzan's real, so...
Well, Mowgli's real.
No.
Mowgli's real.
Rudyard
Yeah,
Kipling wrote him, made him up, and then Disney copied it.
Rudyard Kipling, hang on a minute. Rudyard Kipling makes Bakewell tarts.
Exceedingly good ones, yeah.
He does very good ones.
That's Roger Kipling.
Yeah, well,
That's Roger
I think
Whittaker.
you'll find Mowgli is actually a true story, isn't it, Ian?
Yes.
No, it's based on a... It's based on a
It's
story.
inspired by real events.
Yes.
So,
Why are you asking Ian? Ian knows less than I do.
Here's what we need to do, guys. Here's what we need to do. We need to get 2 babies, right? We drop 1 babies in, like, the Amazon jungle. We drop 1 babies in, like, the Indian jungle. And then we come away. Then 30 years later, we go back and we see what's happened to those babies. That's the only way we're gonna prove either of these true stories. And so what we're looking for now, dear listeners, if you've just had a baby or you're about to drop and you don't mind being part of our fantastic experiment, you will get a copy of our new 7-inch single, Please Mr. Postman, which arrived today. And you'll also get you get a discount on a rabbit hole pin. All we want is your baby for 30 years. They could become Lord of the Jungle or an annoying idiot that sings stupid songs with monkeys and wears a loincloth.
Maybe one of them ends up speaking like Jacob Rees-Mogg. You never know.
You never know. You never know, Stephen. Thank you very much, Stephen. 0344 499 1000. Catherine is looking very unimpressed with this baby talk.
Yeah. I think it's very unscientific. What we need to do is get 3 babies.
Yeah.
And then we get an ape.
Yep.
A wolf.
Yep.
And what was feeding Mowgli? That was wolves, wasn't it, to start with? Then he gets passed over to the bear and
the bare necessities of life.
So we just need 2 babies. Oh no, maybe we need a control baby.
I don't understand the song The Bare Necessities. I've never understood it. I don't know what it means.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I don't get it. I don't get
So you don't need lots of stuff, you just need the bare necessities of life.
I don't know what bare necessities means.
You know, just the basics.
Right, well, why don't they... Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Why don't they say
Play
that?
on words because he's a bear.
Well, this is what I thought. I thought it meant like honey and a scratching tree. I thought it meant the necessity... Genuinely. Did you know this, Sam? I thought it meant the necessities for a bear. I was thinking, well, why does Mowgli need, like, honey and a scratching post?
It's spelt...
Look, well, it's spelt. Oh, yeah, because when you see the film, this karaoke film, they put the word up.
But bare necessities is a thing. You would say, I'm just taking the bare necessities.
Yeah, because I thought it came from the song, and it meant, like, honey and a scratching tree. And a cave. Look for the bare necessities, like honey and a scratching tree and a cave. That's what I thought it meant. But you're saying it means, like, the basics of life.
Yeah.
So, like, a toaster, a kettle, comfy bed, a PS2, PS3.
Yeah, don't be silly.
Okay, so it means that. All right, I didn't know that.
If you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear,
Yeah.
and you pick a raw paw, next time beware.
That doesn't even make, what's a raw paw?
Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. When you pick a pear, try and use the claw.
Utter bollocks.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind, I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
Good evening. So far, we have, in a Brexit-free zone, we have questioned the veracity of Tarzan. We have poo-pooed Mowgli and his book De la Jungle. And that's...
Romulus and Remus probably bowls as well.
Yeah, we go. That's 40 minutes of utter nonsense. We get very well paid for this.
But we did get to the bottom of the bare necessities.
We did. I didn't know what it meant. I thought it was a song listing things that bears needed to survive in the jungle. Didn't realise it meant, like, you don't... What does it mean?
Just look for the bare necessities.
Like honey and a scratching tree.
Yeah. You don't need loads of stuff.
Oh, look, Sam's grabbing his microphone. It means he wants to come in on this. Come in, Sam. Come on. Come on.
I was just moving the microphone.
Closer to your mouth. Why would you do that?
Out of sight, because it's in my line of sight to a screen.
What's going into you? Did you think the bare necessities... What did you think the bare necessities was about?
You look for the least amount of stuff you need to live.
and it will make you happy.
Exactly.
Why did he say to live like
don't
that?
know.
Is he mocking me? I
Yeah,
feel
a bit.
there was a mocking tone,
He
wasn't
is a
there?
bit, yeah.
So the thing is, he's fitter than me, so I'm not going to get into a smackdown with him. But
He's not been well though, so he's weakened substantially.
Yeah, that's true. I have no screen in front of me. We thought we'd kind of close it for a bit and see what happens. So I don't know if anyone's there, but if you hear me say hello, then do say hello back. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there was someone there. Hello, who's this? Who this?
Hello, it's Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Hello?
What's Bob short for?
Got little legs.
Bobby.
Bobby's short for Bobby.
Bobby's short for Bobby, yeah.
Hello.
I've got a bit of an interesting one for you today. I was in a bit of a predicament on the way home.
Yes, Bobby. Do you prefer Bobby or Bob?
Or Bobbert.
Call me Bob. Yeah, or Bobbert. I don't mind whichever. As long as it's not a swear, we're all right.
Okay, so Bollock Bob is out, because that is the swear.
Bobby baby.
Okay, we're not going to go there.
The Bobbatola.
Yes.
The Bobbatola. Apple Bobber.
If you...
Bobber Job.
Bobber Job. Anything else you want to say? Bob
Big
the
Bob.
Plumber? Bob the Builder?
Bob the
I like
Builder's
Big Bob.
Bob
Big
the
Bob.
Builder's a good one. I like that.
I like that.
Bits and bobs.
Bobba Dobba Doodah.
A bob bobbaloo up, what baboom.
I think we're done now, Bob. Away you go.
You reckon? No, I've got something to say.
God, no, that's what I'm saying. I think me and Kath are done with the Bob names.
You guys have...
Who put the Bob in the Bob, shawab,
the
shawab?
Bobs you know.
Okay, so let's hear what you see. Now, Bobby has got an interesting story for us. So
Go ahead, Bobbert.
Looking forward to this.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Right, so I was in a bit of a predicament today. I've got a bit of a cold, but I went into work.
Tough guy, huh?
And on the way home...
Sorry, this isn't the Pride of Britain, if that's who you think you've called.
No, it's all right.
I can put you in touch with Carol Vorderman.
No, we're all right.
We are.
So, yeah.
Can I just do a little side note?
Go on.
We were watching something today, and a kid on the telly had got a Pride of Britain award, and my kids looked at me and went, "Oh, they're real then?" We just thought it was what you said we were in line for when we'd had some sort of hardship, like having the computer turned off.
That was, interruption was brought to you by Catherine Boyle, but now we're going to go back to the show's main sponsor, Bobbert.
Okay, here we go.
Bobberty Lee.
Bobbity bobbity boo.
Okay, done.
Bobber lobber lob.
I like that. Blub, 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 blub. That's a bit like farting in the bathtub, isn't it? When the kid farts in the bathtub, blub, 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 blub.
Why do you hire kids to fart in your bathtub? That's weird.
I don't hire anybody, I'm just saying.
Okay. Do you have kids?
No.
So who are these kids that are farting in your bathtub? If you're not hiring them, that means you're getting them for free and you should be paying them.
This is taking a dark turn.
You're a child kidnapper.
What?
We just keep them clean.
I've seen on Harry Hill.
You see dirty kids out in the street, you kidnap them, clean them, and then return them to the parents. Still weird. Still could be traumatic, Bob.
Why has he got to this conversation?
I don't know, mate.
You rang up.
You rang up and told me. You just confessed and said that you kidnapped dirty children to bathe them. Then make them fart in the bath to get your kicks. People like, you make me puke. You're why I voted Brexit. What would you like to say, Bobbert?
All right.
You went to work with a cold.
Okay, so I went a bit of a cold
Clint
all
Eastwood.
Pardon?
Like Rocky. like
okay.
Neil Armstrong. You went to work with a cold. You're
Well
a tough
done,
guy.
champ.
Yeah. So man flu, I think.
I think they have done. Yeah. Well, I've been on an aeroplane. So yeah, man flu then.
There you go.
Thanks.
Oh dear, no.
Anyway. So I was coming.
We've been hanging out too long. We've got to stop meeting like this, Catherine. Please.
You know what I mean? Okay, look. So I was driving home, and obviously the missus makes chapati and curry.
Obviously.
I was a bit, obviously, you know, Asian families and stuff.
Racist.
So I was thinking, do I really want chapati and curry when I get home?
Oh God.
I do now.
I can't stand Indian food, which is tough if you're an Indian.
Well, it's even worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, so I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. And I thought, what should I get? A few ideas went through my head. And in the end, do you know what I settled on? The school dinner's favourite. Cast your mind back to school dinners.
Spotted dick.
What was your favourite? No.
Oh, school dinners. So I thought you meant the headmaster's
go
office.
down that road.
What was your favourite? Chip butty.
Nope. Come on.
Well, I've just
What,
told
like
you
a shepherd's pie or something?
No. Listen, chunky chips.
Yeah.
Fish fingers and beans.
Beautiful.
Oh,
We call that
brilliant.
kids' tea.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I sat there, I had 2 rounds, and you know what? Brought back so many memories.
Where did you go and do this? In this school that you were kidnapping dirty children from?
No. I actually went to a shop, I don't know if I could say the name of the retailer.
Why would you not be allowed to say the name of the retailer?
Because he's been banned from there, and they've said they don't want to be associated with him. He bought too much soap. They got suspicious.
The box was too big, so I had to take them out and put them in places one by one. But there you go, 50 fingers can be done.
What was the name of this retailer?
Sainsbury's.
You can't mention them!
Sainsbury's. I'll speak in Asian if you want me to.
Ektoti chapanche sadad no das. Yes, man!
Yes, man.
Can I sing to you?
You're trying to woo me now?
I'm going to woo you. Can I sing to you?
Go on then. Go on then.
Here we go, Bobby McFerrin.
Clear your throat.
Perdesi, perdesi janana hai.
Wow.
Mujhe chole ke. Thank you.
Wow, that's really good.
Can I sing the rude version? Can I sing the rude version that I made up? Perdesi, perdesi janana hai. Mujhe chode ke.
Well, yeah, like...
Yeah, well, like you said, a really filthy song.
I'll tell you what,
yes.
You should be on X Factor. You'd get the golden vote. You really would.
I want the golden vote so much, man, but I want to...
You would. You want to get on there. Seriously, you want to get on there.
I want to get on there, man. I want to get on there. So you had nice fish fingers. I can't eat fish fingers. I'm allergic to them.
Are you?
Yes.
I think they're delicious.
I had one as a kid.
And you know what else? Sorry. You know, before I forget, you know what else I was thinking about? A fish finger sandwich.
Beautiful.
Is that a euphemism? They talk about four and fish finger pie in the Penny Lane, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Four of fish and finger pie.
Tell you what's nice, Bob. A fish finger wrap. A little bit of
Well, I was going to a fish finger party tonight when
No.
Okay.
A fish finger wrap with a little bit of sweet chili sauce on it.
Oh, I never
You're so
tried
middle
that.
class. You're so middle class, and no.
Oh, you know, I'll tell you one thing that
Why
I
are we
do
talking
really
about?
miss
Why are we talking about
from
Bobby's
school dinners.
the fact that Bobby's fallen out of love with his wife?
I haven't fallen in love. Wait, what? Hey?
You've not. Yeah, exactly. You've not fallen in love with
I'm
your
here,
wife.
listen, mate. Listen, I'm here talking about what I fantasized about eating and what I did eat.
Yeah, and how you didn't want to eat the crap that your
trying to-
wife was turning out every day because you're ashamed to be married to an Indian, you racist.
No, whoa, how's this coming back to this?
I don't know, mate, but we're getting close to the nub, aren't we?
You're bringing it close to the nub, not me, my friend. But listen,
Yes, sir.
one other thing that I can't get hold of. Do you remember when we were at school and you used to have what we used to call a hedgehog cake, and they used to pour custard over it, so it was a bit like a cornflake cake,
Yeah.
like a little dome. They used to pour custard over it, and it used to be rock hard, and you used to kind of break it with your spoon. I remember one of my mates at school, he hit it with his spoon so hard that he actually cracked the plastic plate underneath, because we used to have the plates
Yeah, I know the plates you
different parts in them.
What was the cake?
Yeah.
I never had one of them.
Hedgehog
Yeah,
cake.
we used to call it a hedgehog cake. It used to be really, really rock hard. You couldn't eat it as it was, but when you
So it had
soaked it in
spikes
custard-
coming out, did it?
Say again, mate.
Did it have
no,
spikes?
No.
Then why would you call it a hedgehog
Just
cake?
a chocolate cornflake cake.
It was chocolate, yeah, it's like a chocolate kind of dome.
Cornflake
you know, you get
cake?
tea cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like cornflake cake, but it's got like industrial epoxy strength glue or something.
Yeah, they make it with glue.
You know what I'm talking about now?
No, I don't. I do miss pink custard, though.
Yes.
I'd love...
We
I'd
never
love,
had that.
Oh, a bit
We
of
never had that
pink
at school.
custard right now would sort me
And
out.
I haven't eaten semolina since I left school. Semolina with a squiggle of jam in it.
Wow. Do you know the pink custard? Did that taste like normal custard, or did it have a slightly different flavour?
I think it tasted a bit less.
I think it tastes... Yeah, I think it tastes like normal custard. It wasn't strawberry flavour.
No, it's just colouring, wasn't it?
It's probably, I tell you what, it's probably radioactive. They feed
Here's the thing.
anything and everything.
You look at the number of...
You lick at them.
You look at the number of kids that went to
Yeah.
school in the 50s that are dead now, right? And you just got to ask yourself, what were they eating?
Yeah.
What were they eating? If they're dead now.
Even more so those in the 40s and 30s.
Yeah.
They had no chance, did they?
Well, it's getting better. Because there are more... Here's a statistic for you, Bob.
Go on.
There are more... Right, of the kids that ate school dinners in the 70s, there are more of them still alive than the kids that ate school dinners in the 40s.
Is that a serious statistic?
That is a fact.
Yeah.
There are more kids from the 70s who ate school dinners in the 70s alive now than the kids who ate school dinners in the 40s. So it shows that we're going in the right direction with food health.
Well, do you remember we used to have those crisps? Well, they were like chips.
Fish and chips?
Crisps called fish and chips,
I was talking to my boys about fish and chips the other night,
We used to get them out of the vending machine after swimming. That and a Capri Sun.
We used to get them at Tuck Shop.
And the refreshers.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are we talking about old sweets now?
Goodbye, Bob. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. He's my favourite caller of the last 10 minutes.
What was his name, though?
No idea. Is there anybody there?
Hi, mate.
Hello, who's this, please?
Hi, it's Jonathan.
Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, I really like that accent you did there about this Jasmin.
And your name is Jonathan,
Could you do it again?
Your name is Jonathan, is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, of course
Jonathan.
it is. Just, he's got a very deep voice.
Where are you calling from, Jonathan?
What?
Where are you calling from, Jonathan?
That's you.
Manchester.
Obviously.
Are you mad for it?
Huh?
Yeah. So you heard Catherine do...
No, I didn't.
You heard Jasmin in the studio earlier.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak to her, Jonathan?
Oh, yes, please, yeah.
Okay, Jasmin, if you come closer to the microphone. Jonathan is from Manchester. You may find it hard to understand his Manchester accent, but me and Catherine can help. Away you go.
Hello, Jonathan. It is Jasmin.
Hi, Jasmin.
Is this a real Manchester accent I'm hearing from you?
Yeah.
Which part of Manchester do you come from?
Stockport.
Oh. Is it nice there, or is it a dump?
It's very nice, lady.
I'm gonna die. I can't breathe.
Where's the nearest place to go shopping when you're in Stockport?
I don't go shopping.
No? How do you survive?
No.
What do you eat?
My lady goes shopping for me. I'm sitting in front of the radio all day long.
A lady? His lady?
What's your lady called, Jonathan? She's very lucky.
Oh, yeah, she's very lucky.
And what is her name, please?
I'm not sure if I may say this on the radio.
What does it rhyme with?
It doesn't rhyme with anything. I've tried out everything, man.
Does that mean her name must be Orange?
Not really. Try again.
Because orange doesn't rhyme with anything.
Well, there must be something.
No, there really isn't. I've tried. I've spent all my life researching this.
Oh, man.
No, I'm a lady.
Okay, Jonathan. Well, I hope that scratched an itch for you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, thank you very much for your calls. Jonathan there.
Bit of cream on that.
Jonathan from Manchester. Hello, is there anybody there? We may have come to our first dead end, which is fine. Is there... Hello, can you hear me? There's no one there. Fine, we're there.
Or it's a very quiet person.
That's a good run we've had for an hour.
Yeah.
We've had some crack. Let me just try again. I've just seen Sam put the phone down, so maybe I'm cheating a little bit. Hello, is there anyone there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Ah, we've got someone. Hello, who's this?
Hi, am I on live right now?
You are on live right now. Yes, madam.
Okay, madam. I think there might be a bit of a delay on the radio because I was listening to you live talking to somebody there from Manchester.
Don't listen. Yes, there is a delay on the radio.
Okay. I just want to find out what you were talking about. Just maybe 5 minutes ago for ye, but it is like maybe 60 seconds ago for me.
Okay.
You made a statistic that 60% of people that were alive in the 40s are now dead, and
no, it's more
80% of people that were alive in the 70s are now alive.
No,
what was that all about?
It was less and yet more specific than that.
It was a really interesting statistic, actually, which shows how far we have come in terms of eating healthily. And here's the statistic. I heard this the other day, and I checked it, and it's absolutely true. There are, of the children that went to school in the 70s and ate school dinners, more of them are alive today than the children that ate school dinners in the 40s.
Yeah, but that's logical, because
isn't it though?
Time has to be brought into the equation.
Well,
people are naturally going to die anyway.
It was purely looking at the food they were eating for school lunches.
That's like saying that people that were alive in the 1860s, more of them are alive. More people are alive in the 1960s than were alive in the 1860s.
Can you prove that?
You have to be a little bit more specific in what you're saying. You didn't really follow on with them statistics there.
It's a very specific statistic that more people that ate school dinners in the 70s are alive now than those that ate school dinners in the 40s. I don't have the statistics for the 1860s. I suspect that school dinners in those days weren't very good at all. We've
I don't think they even had school dinners.
I actually have a really good statistic for you guys. More people that ate slugs in 1992 are alive now than people that ate slugs in 1882.
And can I ask you where you got that research from?
I just made it up out of my head now.
Well, then it doesn't count as a statistic.
Imaginary magic radio, so
it doesn't count as a statistic. Are you really that dumb that you cannot see that food hygiene is improving dramatically? We are saving lives. You probably give a baby a turd sandwich. People like you make me sick.
I think dumbness really is related to whether people can speak and whether people can't speak.
Exactly. And I'm afraid, sir, that your dumb ability is at a level of 11.
If I'm dumb and I can't see, it would make me blind.
Blind people aren't dumb, I'm afraid. That is distasteful. We have some blind listeners to the show. So that is distasteful to mock the blind.
So if I'm dumb and I can't see, it means...
Again, you're mocking the blind. Why do you think it's acceptable to mock people that can't see? I don't see the humour in that. Yeah? Thanks for your call. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Mr. President.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah.
Hello?
I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine. I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone fast with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might dump an open drawbridge or toss it from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine. 0344
499-1000 late night alternative. I'm Iain Lee. Who are you?
Catherine Boyle.
Doing it slightly differently tonight. My screen is off. I've got my computer open so I can play my little...
If I listen too long, my brain turns to mush.
I can do that. I can see Twitter, and I've got some news stories, including a man who had sex with leaves.
Oh.
Okay.
What kind of leaves?
In a car park.
Not dead leaves.
I think there may have been dead leaves.
Oh, God.
Let's do that story now then, and then we'll explain the format of the show. A drunk man who tried to have sex with a pile of leaves.
Oh, a pile, not just one.
In the car park of a Premier Inn has been jailed for 8 weeks.
Stop. That is extra detail, isn't it?
What, the length of time he went to jail for?
No, the car park of the Premier Inn.
Michael Golzorki was seen thrusting into the pile with his trousers around his ankles.
Romantic.
In full view of families eating at a beefeater next door.
Oh my God.
The 26-year-old...
Get a room. It's just there.
Well, then listen to what he does. So he's having it off with leaves, right? The 26-year-old pulled up his underwear before running away and hiding in bushes. What was he going to do to the poor bush? After he was confronted by hotel staff. He emerged from the bushes after 10 minutes following requests to come out by the police. In a statement, an unnamed staff member...
Does he mean like come out as a leafer file?
Could do. Can I do a joke here? Are we allowed to do jokes here? In a statement, an unnamed staff member, who I'm calling Ivy...
Good one. Said he was rustled.
My colleague and I... Well, it's not a thing, though. Rustled is not a thing. He was rustled. That's not a thing. So, as my son would say, it was fast, Daddy, but not very funny. My colleague and I were aware of a male acting suspiciously, it's a man.
Suspiciously.
In the hotel car park near to the main entrance.
I think he was acting more than suspiciously, wasn't he?
Oh, they've got a picture of the leaves, though. Oh,
they look shocked.
No. Dirty.
Did they check it to make sure there wasn't a person in there?
I don't often say things like that, but those leaves are asking for it.
Let's have a look.
There we go. Look at those leaves. Dirty.
Get in. I mean, now I've seen them. Look at that pile, though.
We saw a white male with his trousers down. We could see his bum. There was nothing between me and this male. He was about a car length away from me. He appeared to be having sex. At one stage, I shouted to him, "Hey, what are you doing, you dirty bastard?" That's a direct quote. And he then leapt up, pulled his trousers up, and sat in the bushes. We rang the police, and I kept shouting, "Clear off!" He gave no explanation of what he was doing. After about 10 minutes...
You see, it's not what he looks like. I've noticed that she was on the tree.
After about 10 minutes, he walked out of the bushes. I could make out bits of his face, but I've never seen him before. I was concerned for the hotel guests. There were children staying at the hotel. Some of them are dirty. The court heard Golzorki had previous convictions for harassing his parents.
Oh.
Defence lawyer Neville Warburton said he took a combination of illicit substances and alcohol, got himself into some sort of state. The staff from the hotel did ask if he was all right, but he was in quite... listen, I have done ecstasy, cocaine, crystal, but I've been off my nut, right? I've never been in such a state that I've started humping leaves.
Yeah, but you haven't seen a pile of leaves like that.
That is true.
But on a serious note...
Yeah.
He's not well, is he?
As a result... This is his defence lawyer. This is not something that's been brought before the court before, and this is no fault of anyone else except the defendant. As a result of embarrassment, he has no desire to return to the Premier Inn.
Why are we even mentioning the Premier Inn? It wasn't the Premier Inn. Wasn't something peculiar to the Premier Inn, was it?
Sentencing Golzorki, Magistrate Edward Tasker said, "You were remorseful about this and quite embarrassed about it, and the fact this is something not really nice to do outside." He's added the word out. It's not nice. Don't have sex with leaves.
Take the leaves inside and treat them nicely.
Under the circumstances, what has been suggested is that cannabis may have had something to... That's not what cannabis does. Cannabis makes you think that Bob Marley is good. That's it.
Although, maybe it's the cannabis inside him trying to find other leaves.
That's true. He was jailed for 8 weeks on Wednesday, and he was... He was jailed for 8 weeks on Wednesday during a hearing at Stockport Magistrates Court, which was shown mobile phone footage of the incident. Mate, I want to see me a leaf bluey. Oh, do I go on Pornhub? What do I type in? Leaves? Wow. Wowzers. That is insane. God. So that's the show. There's comments. Oh, there's comments. It's on Mail Online.
Oh, I wonder how nice they're going to be.
Okay. Leave him alone. He said all along he had taken leave of his senses. Only in autumn. Levers will screw us all. Typical lever. Someone else has gone up straight to the comments. Awful to release his picture and jail him. Okay. That is really kinky, if not 100% weird. Did he think it was an Ann Summers branch?
Oh.
Eats, shoots and leaves. That doesn't really make sense in that context, though. Let's have a look. This is fun.
Yes, it does. He was outside at Beefeater.
There we go. Someone from Funky Town, whose name is Purple Helmet, on the Daily Mail.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Helmet, when you're naming your baby, think, please.
His comment is, there are some pretty good-looking leaves in picture one. I hope nobody takes a leaf out of his book. Hope he takes the magistrate's advice and turns over a new leaf. Leaf it out. The leaves are now in therapy. His ex-girlfriend was called Holly, but that didn't end well. I don't believe it. Unbelievable. Leaf it out. Maybe it was the only way he could get a stalk on. Quite like that. He cares for the environment. Bees population in decline. As if he's doing the same job as the bees.
Oh dear.
Summer says, I hope the leaves are okay.
They were dead.
Dear God, a man can't get intimate with leaves these days? The world's gone mad! Has the case been referred to the special branch? Could he not get any bush? The leaves were all over the floor begging for it.
Oh dear.
Let's have a look. He said he was... Oh, we go. This has got stuff in capitals. This one, they've worked at this one. He said he was sycamore of these stories coming out about him.
That's so weird. I was just thinking sycamore.
And he's a popular lad. Said he was wholly embarrassed by the whole thing. He'd been drinking and then ended up rowing with his mate. And then before he knew it, he was giving it the birch in the car park. Feels like a right chestnut now. It started off so well. Who grassed on him?
These, for once, the male comments make me want to laugh rather than cry.
There's quite a lot saying he shouldn't have gone to prison. No one was harmed by his thrusting into the leaves, so why show his pics? We're embarrassing him publicly when there are real monsters around. He should be called Russell, like that. Let's have a look. Lots of leave it out. Probably just relieving himself. He should have used traffic cones. That doesn't carry a jail term. Oh, that's interesting.
How does he know that? Trial and error.
15 years of research.
It's a fair cop. See you next week with something else.
Well, now we got a thing. So the headline is, man is sent to prison for having sex with leaves. Someone has then posted, bit of an exaggeration. He was just rubbing himself on the ground. And then Wendy Wobble has replied, were you there? Next, this one from Sigismund Arbuthnot. If we're completely honest, we've all done this at some point in our lives. And so Groot was born. There you go. You say it's a little one for the Marvel fans.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. This is the rest of the show. Russell. A lot of them are the same. It's unfair that he should be named while the pile of leaves is allowed to keep its identity hidden. Right, God, that's the first bit of that hour gone. Sorry, that story offered more than I thought it would. Catherine, do you want to explain how we're doing this tonight? We're doing it slightly differently.
Well, we don't know if there's anyone on the phone, and every now and again we'll check and see, but we can't tell. And that's the way, we like it.
Got a blank screen. I've switched off my screen. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will see if anyone has called in, and whether Sam has put anybody through. I honestly don't know. I suspect that there will be at least one person there. I'll be surprised if there wasn't, but we don't know. Oh, if you want to play, it's been good so far. 0344 499 1000. It's the late night alternative. We do this nonsense every weeknight from 10 with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Alright, just the last comments on that story. Someone has posted, why jail him? Someone's replied, because this time of the year leaves fall off our trees, and if we don't protect them from folk like this, then we are all lost. The screen is off. I don't know if you have any calls. I suspect we have at least one. If you hear me say hello back, and you're probably on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
It's Hayley.
Hayley! Ah, what you got for us, Hales?
Well, we've left Cornwall at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, stopped at Dartmoor.
Yeah.
And we're now on the way back to Hastings. There's a man hanging out his car. Oh, shut up!
There's a man having a what?
Well, we've pulled into a lay-by.
Oh.
And my husband just said there's a man hanging out with his car, his leg. I don't know what's going on. Maybe
is there a pile of leaves nearby?
Well, yeah, we've been listening to that. It's quite a lot of leaves. I tell you what, you've kept us awake. We've been in hysterics. It's been nothing.
Hang on, so you pulled into a lay-by and there's a guy with his legs hanging out of the car?
Yes.
Both legs.
Silver Honda. How many legs, Pete? Oh, no. It's moving. He's moving. Oh, I think he was... I don't know what he was doing. He's closed his door now. Yeah. His name's not Russell.
Is there anybody else there?
No, I think it's just him. I think he was looking at something under his dash. Maybe he was changing a fuse.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay. Well, that's good. How has it taken you 9 hours to get from Was it Cornwall or Devon?
No, Cornwall.
To Hastings?
Well, no, we left at 2. Well, we stopped because we've got our friends who are about 2 hours behind us because they've got another car.
Right.
And they've got a little baby, bless them, with them. And we've got 2 giant dogs.
Oh, God.
And we stopped via Dartmoor, but it was awful weather.
Wow, wowzers. Okay. Have you not gone stir crazy in the car, though? Does it stink a bit now? With the dogs and with your fella blowing off and all of that? It must be awful in there.
No, it's not too bad. I mean, Paddington's got bad breath. That's the big burning
What are your dogs called?
Paddington
Oh, that was
and
one
Jasper.
of the dogs. So
Paddington and Jasper.
Okay, what's your husband called?
Peter.
Okay.
He's got bad breath as well.
Why? Okay, so are you nearly home now?
We are 12 miles from home. Oh, and the man that was hanging out of his car has just pulled out the lay-by, and there are a lot of leads, but he wasn't doing anything to leave.
Well, that means the lay-by is yours.
Oh, God, no.
Yes.
I suggest
no.
you splay yourself on the bonnet.
Not in front of the dogs.
That's true, actually. That's true. You don't want to do it in front of them. Can you not blindfold the dogs and splay yourself on the bonnet of the car?
Oh, dear. Well, I think it's wrong that man went to prison about doing something in the bush. Definitely.
Have you, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I think dogging is a myth. I don't think dogging actually happens. I think it's this thing that we've invented, the newspapers have invented, someone's like killer clowns. It's been invented and it doesn't actually happen.
But I've seen documentaries with people wearing masks and that.
They're not documentaries on Pornhub.
They are! No, this was on like Channel 5 or something.
No, I don't think they actually... Alright, have you ever... What was it, Mandy?
Right.
No.
Who is it?
I'm here.
Is it Mandy? It's Mandy, yeah.
No, Hayley.
Hayley, I knew it was in yeah. I knew it had a yeah at the end.
Oh my God.
Hayley, have you ever had sex in a lay-by? Oh, Peter! So you have?
Shut up!
It sounds like the dog that says sausages.
We've been married 20 years, yes!
Yes, man. But have you done it with the, like, so other people can join in? I think that's what talk, I think that's what dogging is.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely not.
No. I don't quite...
We're a bit boring.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're boring. I think you're sensible. Imagine the sort of people that go to lay-bys to pick up strangers for sex. That doesn't feel very romantic to me.
No, it definitely doesn't.
I don't think romance is at the forefront of these exchanges.
Yeah, the dog's going. You imagine someone's got their bum sticking out the window and they start getting licked. Ooh, this is nice. 5 minutes later, they look around. It's it's Jasper.
I quite enjoy it.
They might. Some of the weirdos we've had on the show tonight, guys. Well, listen. Go home. You're 12 miles away. Go home. Go to bed.
I know. It's tired now. We've been laughing our heads off.
Very serious political show we're doing tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's not been a comedy show tonight. It's been a very serious,
informative, political
debate show tonight. And I'm upset that you would laugh.
Well, it was when was it Jonathan? Jonathan and Bob.
Yeah, very manly.
And Bob. Jonathan from Stockport made us laugh.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Hayley. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, and the dog Jasper and Paddington. Very, very nice to meet you. I don't know if anyone is online too, so I'm just going to say hello.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
Nigel.
Good evening, Nigel. You're on the show.
That man must have been pricked a lot by those leaves.
Everyone.
They must have been prickly.
I got it. Prickly. I got it. Everyone.
I don't get.
Prick.
And no one said that one yet, have they?
No one has. You are original. You are original, Nigel. How you doing, Nigel? Right?
You keep shouting when you talk to people. You keep shouting.
No, I don't.
You're shouting now. You're not. You should lower your voice a bit.
Oh, listen to you, radio producer.
Yes.
I get excited. I'm in an excitable.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, when you do a show, you get excited.
I get carried away. Last night, I don't know if you heard the last hour of the show. It was very softly spoken, very quiet, and we'll do that
sometimes
again.
Sometimes you speak softly.
But I'm just excited. I'm in a vaguely good mood. So, what are you doing this weekend, Nigel? What you got planned for the weekend?
I'm going to see my girlfriend tomorrow.
Beautiful.
And I saw her yesterday.
Yep.
She wants me to stay over tomorrow if I feel better, if I'm not in too much pain.
Fantastic.
But I might be in more pain when I leave her, mightn't I?
Yes, mate.
I know what to do. Sorry. Don't start me off.
Okay. I know it's not my job, that's hers. Are you going to be doing any fireworks tomorrow?
No, I don't like fireworks. I don't like the bangs.
Oh, do you not? Do you not?
No, they frighten me.
I got a few,
bangers.
Well, okay. I've got,
Miley Cyrus says somewhere.
Yeah. I've got a few fireworks I'm going to let off. My kids are coming tomorrow night. My niece and nephew are coming. Catherine's bringing her kids around.
I let one off indoors the other day.
I let one off in the studio a few minutes ago, and Catherine's yet to detect it. Nigel, sing us
I got some good news.
Oh.
Don't flirt with me.
Oh, yeah, baby, psychedelic, baby. I'm Austin Powers, baby.
Yes, I know you did that the other night.
All right. You do the same quite a bit, mate.
I got some good news about the insurance company. A lawyer took me up about the thing, a lawyer.
Yeah, I know a lawyer.
A different lawyer, and they're going to go through with the insurance. I may get some insurance money for my ribs hurting.
Beautiful. There you go.
Because I'm in pain all the time. My arm and ribs are always
You probably will get a few quid. The insurance company will take quite a big chunk of it.
No, this one doesn't. No, it's a no-win, no-fee one. They said that I get all the money to take any of it.
No, let me explain what no-win, no-fee means. It means if you don't win any money, I don't know if it is a no-win, no-fee. They didn't say that, the girl. They will take some of the money, Nigel. That's how it works.
But anyway, I'll probably get more than I expected. So
better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
But anyway, it's worth a try, isn't it?
It's got to be worth a try, isn't it? Oh, that's good news. Well, fingers crossed.
Just don't spend it before you've got it.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I had to stay on the phone for about an hour. I've got to send the police documents about the accident because they took all the details. The third party the third party papers, you know.
Yeah.
That's all to do with the other person's, you know, their name and address and car and everything. So that's what I've got to send to them.
Well, that's good news.
Perhaps I'll get something just after Christmas.
Who knows? These things can take a long time to work out.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Nigel. Well, listen, thanks for
But
calling.
I was going to do you a song, Michael Jackson one again. That one that you like.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, go on. Let's do the Michael Jackson song. Go on, buddy.
I'll try and sing it slower this time because I went too fast before with it. And I didn't sing the last chorus last time.
Okay, away you go, man.
Here we go. We can't forget the man with 1,000 songs. We can't forget the man who made us smile. And in the light of day, you can hear his voice say, looking back to the youth of yesterday. Look inside the man with a heart of gold. Things like a child, that's what I'm told. The greatest entertainer in the world, I say. Looking back to the youth of yesterday. Michael, oh Michael, there will never be no one like you. Michael, we won't forget you, 'cause all the world are thinking of you. Respect is what you've got, now you're gone. But now I know life goes on and on. You'll always be the day I can hear your song say. Looking back to the youth of yesterday. Doesn't matter now if you're black or white. We'll be thinking of you day and night. Your songs will live on forever, that's for sure. Now peace and love are waiting at your door.
Oh yeah! Thank you, Nigel!
Oh,
yeah, goodbye, Nigel! Yes, Nigel!
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We will sort it out. I said, we will sort it out. Shane Ritchie's very kindly invited us to go and see his show next week, and I've sent him a date that actually I can't do, because I'm working on that
Means
Thursday.
you have to come, I could go on me.
Hey, get out of town, is my mate. Find out, can you Google, how long is Shane Ritchie's The Entertainer?
Ask him, he's there, isn't it?
Well, no, I don't want to ask him, how long is your show?
Yeah, how long is it going to be, and can you hurry it up a bit?
Could you speed it up a
Is
little
there any
bit?
bits of it that's a bit, you know, long, you can
Just
chop
Google
out
it.
and no one will
Just
notice?
Google it. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
How long is Shane written? How long?
It's had good reviews. Really good reviews, actually.
How long does the Entertainer play?
Or, I tell you what we could do, because on Saturday the 9th, we're in Brighton.
Yes.
He's doing a matinee on Saturday the 9th.
Yeah. Where?
Bromley.
Well, that's not Brighton. I know they both begin with B.
They begin with bruh.
Different.
Well, hang on, but Bromley's like South London, isn't it?
It's about an hour and a half away from Brighton.
Thank you very much indeed, Sam, although I didn't ask you. Hey. So Bromley, so what we could do, right, is...
It's got, about the Entertainer, it's got all lots of information, nice information. Shane, if you're listening, could you make sure that in future it's got how long it is? Because that's what people want to know.
That's what people want to know, mate.
And is there, can I go to the loo in the middle?
Okay. Sam, you said an hour and a half, right?
About.
Yeah, it's an hour and 18. F you.
That's close to an hour and a half.
Well, it's not.
So.
Not when you've got shows to do. So, if we, 2:30, it'll be finished by 5. Oh, God, Shane. Makes it so difficult inviting us to see shows that I really
We'll
want
have
to
to talk
see.
to him, I guess.
God, I hope
We
not.
don't like slow
We'll sneak out so we don't have to. I don't know if there's anybody there. We'll find out. Hello? Oh, we might have reached a dead end for the first time. Let me try this one. Hello?
Hi, Ian.
Hello, who's this?
Val.
Hang on a minute, I've not got my headphones on. It's who?
Val.
Oh, hello, Val.
How you doing?
To quote, Jason Donovan, I'm doing fine.
Well, I've got some sad news and some good news.
Oy, okay, let's hear it.
My mum passed away 4 years ago today.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And my brothers, Paul, Jim and Doug and Rob are all looking after me.
It must be, those anniversaries are tough, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you do anything special today, Val?
Oh, not a lot, only thought about her.
Yeah, well, man, it's tough. Well done for getting through today. There's not much longer to go.
No.
Well done.
Thank you. And how do I get hold of this CD then?
There is no CD. It is a 7-inch vinyl single, steady. It's an actual old-fashioned 45 record.
Yeah.
And do you have access to the internet?
Yeah.
At some point soon, it's going to be a few weeks actually, I'm going to put them up for sale on my website. So when I do, I will announce that they're up on the website.
And will you let me know then?
I will let you know, God damn it, I will do. They're very silly. There's only 250 of them. If they sell out fast, we might make some more, but there's 250 of them, and it is very, very silly, and I think people are going to enjoy it.
Well, I think that's what I need to cheer myself
It's
up.
exactly what people need, I think. So yeah, there'll be a laugh.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Ian.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. Thanks a lot. And well done for getting through today. It's anniversaries, huh, Kath? Tough.
Yeah, horrible.
It's tough, isn't it?
Sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
And 4 years, if you've not lost someone, it seems like a really long time.
Oh.
It's not though, is it?
I'm trying to get work. Jane Ritchie's done nothing but make our life more complicated.
What, by being kind?
This bloody show, yes. Selfishly so. It's selfishly kind. That's going to be the title of my autobiography. Selfishly kind. Unselfishly lovable. Ooh, I Love You, Ian, by Ian Lee. Because then he's doing it. He's doing the show in Richmond Theatre. We should probably do this off air, shouldn't we? Anyway, he's doing the show in Richmond Theatre, but I can't see a matinee at Richmond Theatre. There'd have to be a matinee.
Yeah, we should do this off air because this is arranging fun time.
Well, I don't
it's not entertainment for anyone else.
Entertainment for anyone. Is there anyone there? Hello. Is there anyone there? Hello. We're free. We're free for the moment. Catherine, what you got for us?
Spooky story.
There we go, buddy. Go on. 0344 499 1000. By the way, if you want to be part of this nonsense.
This comes courtesy of the Mirror Online.
Yes.
Steph Harper's give me some spooky music.
Okay, hang on a minute. Here we go. Too many people.
Steph Harper's 2-bedroom house looks like a typical suburban home, but she believes there's a portal to the spiritual world in her living room.
Yeah.
The mum of 4 claims it's become a hotbed of paranormal activity, with unexplained bangs, strange smells. We have that in our living room.
Yeah.
And spooky visions.
Your cat really farts a
I
lot.
know, and they're loud as well.
I've never heard a cat fart before. It's incredible.
But proper... She's so adorable.
One of my cats did a shit in the bathroom the other night.
Really?
Last night. I was woken up by the smell of it, and I went to go and have a piddle, and I'm lucky I put the light on, because there was poo everywhere.
Dirty protest, is it?
I think it might have been. I saw a woman wipe a dog's bum with a leaf today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's the second leaf story today, and just as charming.
Yep.
Steph, 39, who lives in Flint, North Wales with husband Colin and children Harvey, 14, Thomas, 9, and Paisley, 7, first noticed the strange goings-on 3 months after she moved into the 2-bed property in 2008. Recalling the first eerie incident, she explained, "It was just me and Harvey in the house at the time, and he was tucked up in bed. All of a sudden, I hear this violent banging coming from his room.
Yes, mate.
I ran upstairs and found him fast asleep in his bed. But the weird thing was, the bed had been pulled about 2 foot away from the wall where it usually was.
Oh, yeah.
Now, looking back, I realised it was the beginning of the haunting."
The haunting.
Not Not long after, just a month after Thomas was born in November 2009, Steph became even more sure that she was sharing her home with something otherworldly. She continued, "It was between Christmas and New Year and we heard a few loud knocking noises that couldn't be explained. It didn't sound like our house. You get used to the noises your own home makes. The bangs kept getting louder and louder, closer and closer, and in the end we went to me mum's house that night. The next day Colin did some investigating and started tapping different parts of the house upstairs to see where the noise was coming from. When he started banging on the banister, it made exactly the same sound, and that's when we knew something unseen had been making the sound right from the top of the stairs." Since then, Steph says she and her family have experienced so many supernatural encounters.
So many.
That it's hard to recall them all. They keep putting quotes in out of nowhere. Not only will she hear crashes and bangs, but she also gets whiffs of peculiar scents, including on one disturbing occasion, rotting flesh. Sister, I hear you. And regularly notices her belongings going missing mysteriously and turning up in pawn shops. No, I'm adding that bit. That's not true. They go missing. She explained, "Colin had his work phone go missing once. We blitzed the whole house looking for it, but it was a no-show. Then, 6 months later, there was a T-shirt thrown on the floor. That happens in my house.
A T-shirt thrown on the floor? It's not exactly very spooky."
Oh, hang on a minute. "And I lifted it up, and there was Colin's phone right by the bedroom door. Somewhere we walked past loads in the time it had gone missing. Another time I was in the kitchen and looked outside." Okay, so here it takes a little turn. "And I saw soldiers who looked like they were from centuries ago marching by with metal helmets and swords pointing into the sky. All sorts has happened, even vases flying across the room and smashing. We did consider moving out at one point, but we've learned to live alongside it all." Earlier this year, following a particularly unpleasant week when the house was filled with the stench of burning flesh.
Jesus.
Flipping out for breeze. Steph and Colin spoke to a medium. The house was... So the soldiers and stuff.
Yeah.
That didn't do it. But the stink.
The stink of rotting flesh.
Burning flesh. The house was built in the 50s or 60s. We've researched the area and we can't find anything connected to the paranormal apart from the fact we're very close to the ruins of Flint Castle, and there were most likely battles there where the house stands now, she continued. We haven't directly talked to the children about it, but they know for sure something unusual is going on, but like us, they're not too scared. Shortly after speaking to the medium, Steph managed to capture a video clip that she believes is proof that ghosts are inhabiting her home.
Oh, there's video evidence.
Colin had heard about spirit orbs, where spirits can be seen in the atmosphere through a camera after doing some research on YouTube, and decided to try and catch one on camera, she said. He was stood there for about 15 minutes and we saw it. A blue orb flying up and across the screen. We blew the photo up after and you can see a face in the orb. There's no doubt about it. I'm looking at it.
I'm seeing like an orb, but they've zoomed in like 1,000 times.
And you can see... I can see a pizza. But that might be just because I'm hungry. So she can see a face. No doubt about it. Not long after, my neighbour and friend Michelle, 30... I don't believe she said that. My neighbour and friend Michelle, 30...
Come on now.
Came round and Colin caught another orb on spirit brushing past her ear. But rather than running for the hills, Steph and DJ Colin... Oh no, it's DJ Colin.
It's DJ Colin on the ones and twos. Coming up next, Fleetwood Mac.
All right, I'm going to read it exactly as the Mirror's written it. Steph and DJ Colin is hoping to communicate with the spectres that frequently visit this Halloween. Are they?
Is it now?
The couple, who fancy themselves as novice paranormal investigators, have brought extra kit to help them at this spooky time of year.
Oh, we're seeing a picture of them. It's like two thumbs. Two thumbs pressed together.
Well, there's a lid for every pot. Steph said, again, who's written this? Because it feels like their hand has got tired. Maybe it's been after the school holidays and they've forgotten how to hold a pencil. But I don't believe Steph did say this. But again, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Steph said, Halloween is when the veil between the living and the dead is the thinnest, so we bought a dictaphone, a temperature gauge and a frequency tester to try and help us communicate further. We'll have some friends round for support and see what happens as the night draws in. The idea scares me when I'm home alone, but other than that, it really doesn't bother me. The spirits have never done me any harm. In fact, I would love to be able to have a conversation and build a proper relationship with them. After all, who doesn't want to know who they're sharing their house with?
Don't you dare let that be the end of the story.
The end of the story.
So what the end of the story?
No. Steph first
Jesus.
meddled with the paranormal. I don't know why the quote when she was a teenager.
Because it's nonsense. No, there is no such thing.
After reading about the subject at 16, she decided to do a Ouija board in a bid to communicate with the dead. She recalls, nothing happened. But that night, as I tried to get to sleep, a mist came into my room and it manifested as a figure standing over my bed. Bullshit. It stood there for a good minute before stepping back and disappearing into mist again. Again. I know 100% what I saw was real, but something stopped me telling people at the time. Yes, the knowledge that it was bullshit.
So, come on now.
I didn't want to say anything that would upset or scare anybody.
You're being particularly dismissive tonight, Catherine, which is unlike
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to say anything that would upset or scare anybody. I suppose part of me didn't want to be mocked either. That would never happen, Steph. You tell your story and tell it proud.
Is that the end of the story now?
The end.
Dear God, this is Talk Radio.
Whispering lunar incantations for cross-parents, cross-dressers,
Did you know this about me?
and cross-rail workers.
Steel and polycarbonate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
I've got a very poor internet connection.
on Talk Radio.
Big love for your accents.
Yeah, apart from the Welsh.
Which is great. I'm all for equal opportunities here, except it's not equal, is it? Because my accents are better, and I don't get, I'm not bothered, but I don't get the praise for my accent. So here's some of my accents, guys, and let's see how Twitter, responds. Give me an accent, any accent, I'll do it.
Okay, well, let's try Welsh. We just said mine.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm from Wales. My name is Daffyd from Wales. And I've been working very hard today. Working very hard today. Outside in Wales.
Okay.
That's actually good. That's actually a good one. Better than yours. Next.
Okay. Now let's do Scottish.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm a wee lassie.
No, don't do that one, because
I'm
that's...
from Kilmarnock. I'm from Scotland. And I'd like to know, sir, would you like a wee dram of our Scottish-Irish whiskey here?
Scottish-Irish whiskey?
It's lovely Scottish whiskey here. Would you like a wee dram, sir? Can I help you with your belt, sir?
No, stop it.
Next.
Could you just...
Sam, give us an accent, mate. Does he know what accents are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Indian.
No,
Oh.
Sam, you're not helpful. No.
And that's why James Masterson won't give you a gig producing, because you failed
Turns
yet
out
another test.
he was
Set
right
yourself
all
back
along.
by 6 months. That guy knows his onions.
Do Italian.
Hey, I tell you now, I'm going to now shoot to you while I make love to your wife from behind. I'm making my love to your wife while you are watching me. How does that make you feel as a man? You feel inferior and insecure. Come and join us. We double up on your wife. I touch your balls. I don't mind about that with my tongue.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, ma'am.
All this, the accent aside,
Yep.
is there any way you could do, like, not a pervert from each of these places?
The Welshman was not a pervert. Well, when he said he was working outside, it was masturbating.
Yeah, I know. So could we...
Okay, give me
just
another
keep it clean?
Yep.
All right, let's go French.
Bonjour, monsieur, madame. Would you like to come and sit at the table? I have reserved the most beautiful table in all of the France for you to come tonight. Madame, please allow me to take off your blouse and to see your beautiful breasts.
There it is!
While I'm making love to your husband tonight.
Stop. Okay.
They're not purpose. Those are French traits. They're French traits, or as they call them in France, le French trait. It is the traits of the maitre d' to make love to the male in a restaurant.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. I know. I found out the hard way.
Very hard. What about...
There was no snail there. But I did coax it out of its shell.
Oh, God.
With a pin. Very garlicky sauce. Yep.
It's, in my experience, just follow them down. Don't chew them.
No.
I've had snails. Disgusting.
I've had snails. They're nice.
Well...
All they taste up, they like
bogey.
Hard bogey, but all you're tasting is the garlic sauce.
Yeah.
But they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun getting them out with the pin. That's what you do, actually. I was being funny and clever.
But when I had snails, it was in Spain, and they were like little ones that you get out of the garden. They weren't big fat ones.
No.
Yes.
They don't do them.
Yes.
Catherine, you embarrass yourself again. They don't do them in Spain.
They do.
They do not. They do them in France.
They do them in Spain too.
They do not do them in Spain.
Do you know what they're called in Spanish?
Le cochon d'Inde.
No. Caracoles.
Hello? Is that caracoles? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is that caracoles?
It's actually Boris Johnson. Okay.
Wow! Boris has phoned us up. This is an exclusive. A disappointing prank call.
I thought you're doing accents, so I thought I'd ring up and do a few for you. So I'll do Boris Johnson, okay?
Is it Robo Boris?
My name is Boris. Let's go to hello.
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 Hello there.
Pourquoi y-a-t-il 20? Who is this?
Alistair.
Oh, I didn't recognise you. You sounded different for some reason. You sounded...
He was doing an accent.
Oh, was he?
Oh.
By the way, Matty, former bumlick, he says, your accent's at SH1T, Ian, unlike Kath's. Well, you're reported, mate, because that is abusive. That's online trolling. As you know, I have mental health issues. Yeah. So you are mocking someone with mental health issues, online trolling. You're cancelled, mate. You try and walk that one back, you scumbag.
He's also clinically unable to do accents.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, you. Alistair, what can we do for you, mate?
Now, I wondered if I could ask you both the same question.
If the question is, can I have some money? The answer is no.
No, it's not that.
Okay, go on.
It's sort of a serious subject.
Okay.
So not too serious.
Okay, well in that case, hang on a minute. In that case, let me get some serious music. Here we go. Hang on. That's probably not appropriate.
No,
Yes, Alistair, go on.
Well, it struck me actually when you know your last show in Brighton.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Brighton. That's come, isn't it? No, Bath.
Yeah.
After the show, when you were, people were taking photos.
Meeting and greeting for free. We don't charge for the meets and greets.
I was wondering, as people in the media, do you find that a pressure sometimes? And is it? I mean, I know that you're very happy to do it, but I was just thinking of other people that perhaps have struggled with the media attention because they're very famous.
Yes. Well, hang on. What? But, well, we're not very famous. I had like 6 months, 8 months after the Jungle where I was... I had about a month after the Jungle where I was very famous. Then I had like another 6 or 7 months where people were vaguely interested in me, and then that went, and I'm back to pretty much what I was with a slightly higher profile, I would suggest, but not much. But do we mind having pictures taken after the show? Oh.
Excuse me.
I felt that. It's on the back of my neck.
No, I'm sure you don't, because you always are so very approachable.
It feels weird. Here's how I feel, and we'll ask Catherine in a second, but for me, it feels weird, and the first few times we did it, we would think, well, why would anyone want a picture with us? And we'd kind of stand there awkwardly, but I think if anyone is prepared to put, to pay us money to give their Saturday night or their Sunday afternoon or whatever it is, to give that to us, to put money in our pockets, the very least I can do is look them in the eye, shake their hand and ask if they want a picture. And we now have a rather silly little thing, and I've got it worked out how we're going to do it from now on to make it even more efficient, where we kind of come out and I say very loudly, and I always feel silly saying it, but there's no way around it, right, if you'd like a picture, we're going to form a queue here. Who's first? Yes, would you like a picture? And just because people don't know what to say, and people can get a little bit tongue-tied and stuff. So if someone is saying, right, would you like a picture? Yes, let me take it for you. Fantastic. Thank you for coming. Did you enjoy it? Beautiful. Thank you. Sometimes they'll tell us a little story, and then they'll move on. And that, I think, is fair enough. Some people, I think, get a little bit upset that perhaps we don't do a little bit more, or maybe they feel that they don't get enough time. That's unfortunate. But we're not one of those acts that charges, which are very profitable for bands and things, that charges for the old meet and greet. How do you feel about it, Catherine? I've never asked you.
It's very strange for me because I'm not a celebrity at all, and it's, but it's nice, and I really like meeting the faces behind some of the voices, and I'm always really thrilled when people come out to see us. So yeah, of course I'm not going to moan about it. I like it.
You moan about it on the way home and say that they're all scumbags and you wish they wouldn't touch you. But to their faces,
very nice.
Very, very polite, Alistair. Very polite woman is our Kath.
No, I like people, so I'm always interested in where people have come from, what on earth they're doing with their lives that means that this is fun, all that stuff.
Reference you to the car journeys back home, and you it's not actually the way it goes. But I see why you want to perpetuate that image of being the nice one out of the pair of us, when actually on the way back it's me that's defending the people that come and see us.
Oh, right.
That's absolutely fine, Catherine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Does that answer your question, Alistair?
Yeah, I mean, the reason I asked it, I knew you'd probably say that because I know that you're always very approachable,
with diplomats,
very, very friendly. But I'm just thinking about the sort of the people that, sort of who've kind of really struggled. I mean, on a different scale, like Whitney Houston or someone like that who really has suffered because
she's dead
of various...
She ain't doing any meet or greets now.
No, I'm just thinking that maybe, like Marilyn Monroe, for example. I mean, she was hounded really because of her fame and beauty and everything. And
trust us, there ain't no chance of us being hounded.
No. This is 80 people slightly awkward people who've come out to see us one night. It's not people chasing us down Broadway and trying to grab pieces of our hair.
Not yet, Catherine.
Oh, there's always time.
Thank you very much, Alistair. We have got some live shows coming up. Brighton next week. 8 days. Brighton is sold out, baby. It is sold out. We might have a couple of celebrities in the audience as well, a couple of pop stars in the audience for that gig, which is exciting.
Jason.
We will have, if you come in, we're selling our 7-inch single there. We're going to have a 45 RPM record for you to buy, guys. So come. Also, if you've ordered one of the records, we're going to start sending them out next week. We've got them. They just arrived today. We're going to have a day next week of laminating cards, packing, and then sending. London on December the 14th there's about 65% of the tickets have gone. Maybe a bit more, actually. And then next year we're playing a bigger show in Brighton. We're doing Bath. We're doing Manchester, Glasgow, Cardiff, where we're just selling absolutely nothing, and Birmingham, where we're selling quite well. IainLee.com/event. Another hour of this nonsense, dear listener. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative. Catherine Boyle, Iain Lee, Sam's answering the phones every weeknight from 10 on Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Every man has his techniques, and they're all different.
They said you're not normal, why don't you sing R&B? I said I got no rhythm and I got no blues, I'm as happy as can be. They said how can you not bop to hip-hop? I said I most certainly do. Did you not see me dancing the other night like the girls on Channel U? girls in their videos. But for me that's much too slow because I prefer rock and roll.
My kids love Randy Nicole. Oh, I got a sticky fader.
For me that's a no-no.
What do you call what do you call Luke Skywalker's dad after he's knocked one out? Sticky Vader. Now, 0344 499 1000? The telephone number? Yeah. Well, give us a call. Remember when we used to work on Talk Radio and then I made a joke about Darth Vader masturbating?
Yeah,
and we
he complained.
I complained about it myself. 0344 499 1000. Doing the show slightly differently tonight. The screen that would normally tell me if we have any calls or who was calling up, I've switched it off. You can still call up. You'll still get called back and you'll come on. But Sam is calling you back. Sam is deciding who goes to one of the two lines I have where he's being very good. He's not giving me any clues. He's got a good poker face, Sam, hasn't he? Hello?
So good.
Hello, are we doing this together? Are you on ASOS?
I'm not on ASOS.
I made a terrible mistake. I got two websites confused and I think I've signed up for ISIS.
Oh.
Still some nice camo gear. That's satire.
I think it might be too soon.
Okay. I'm Donald Trump. I'm Donald Trump.
Did you see the military man completely undoing what Donald Trump said about knowing exactly how that guy died?
No.
Died like a dog, screaming and crying, and the guy's like, there's no way of us knowing how he died. We just know that he blew himself up.
Oh, so I don't know who's coming on or what's coming on or what. But let's see. If I say hello, say hello back. Hello. Okay, there's no
so
one
not
there.
like that.
No, there might not be anyone there. That's the thing. We don't know.
If you're not there, don't say anything.
There's no one there. You can't hear the hit. Hello. Okay, we got no calls. That's great. We're fine. We're free. What have you got, Boyley?
Well.
Oh, can I just say, not doing any streaming this weekend on Twitch because I've got my kids. I might do some on Sunday night playing Call of Duty COD. For those who don't know, Twitch is this website, right, where you can stream. It's generally for video games. So people stream themselves playing video games. And if you're not into gaming, you'll find it, people watch other people play games. Yeah, it's brilliant for people like me who never bought into sports, who don't get watching football but someone today at the swimming pool said, "Oh, you excited about the rugby at the weekend?" I went, yeah, it's going to be some game, huh? Can't wait.
It's that ball, eh?
Yeah. But so esports, they call it. It's a real thing. And there's different types of people doing it. I do it in twitch.tv/Iain if you want to come watch. It's free. You can subscribe for a few quid or for free if you've got Amazon Prime, if you want to kind of chuck someone a few quid. But it's free to watch. Limmy does it, who's a comedian. Limmy was a question on Mastermind.
Was he?
Tonight. Yeah, apparently so, and he's thrilled. You'll get some really hardcore gamers that will do it. You'll get
women in hot pants that do it.
Well, this is what I'm getting to. I can't remember his name. James from In-Betweeners. James Buckley.
Yes.
From the In-Betweeners does it. And there are the women in hot pants, including a woman called Amaranth, who is one of the most successful Twitch streamers. And what she'll do is she'll play games, but she'll also kind of do like dancing and stuff. And she'll do it in hot pants or like a vest, like a granddad vest. And she's got a hot body, right? So it's what you would call, Catherine, porn for cowards. It's not like a webcam. You're not allowed to show nips or anything like that.
No.
On there.
But the jiggling is enticing.
Yeah. She got banned.
Oh,
for
really?
3 days.
Because?
Suspended for 3 days.
She wasn't wearing a bra.
She wasn't wearing any pants. And people could see her fanny.
No.
Yeah, and I've seen the clip. So it's like her wearing these, they're very short shorts, but they're not tight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And she's
so there's gaping.
She's sort of rolling on the floor with a dog. And come around here. I'll find the clip, and you can kind of Amaranth band clip. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. We'll do it without any sound. Oh, is this it? Oh no, it's not it. Hang on a second. I want to find the video, Reddit is the place to go. It's, cause you're not allowed, it can get a little bit, it can be suggestive, but it's not meant to be pornography. Right, so here we go. This is it. This is the clip here. You're going to have to describe it, Catherine, okay?
All right, so that she's lying on the floor. She's got some, like you say, some baggy-ish but short shorts on, and a vest top. Oh, yeah. As she sort of leans up, you can see the side of her, the dog's seen it, look.
The dog's got very close to it.
Yes.
Why is she not wearing pants? You can see...
I don't know, because I can understand not wearing pants if you're wearing very tight clothes that would show a knicker line, but there's no chance of that.
She got suspended but only for 3 days, which...
It's because you only saw...
3 days worth. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But there'll be none of that on my stream at the weekend. Is there anyone there? Hello? Is there anyone there? Hello? This is exciting.
Yeah.
Let's hold my hand. Let's have a seance. Hang on, let's turn the lights down. Turn the lights down. Turn the lights down nice and low. And we're gonna join us at home. And just want you to concentrate. Imagine yourself bathed in white light. Hello, is there anybody there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh! No way! No.
You heard it too.
That was terrifying. Who's there? Who's there?
Dope.
Jope?
Dape.
Dape?
Yeah.
Dape?
Yeah.
Your name is Dape?
Dave.
Dave? Okay, Dave. When did you die?
The mid-16th century.
Do you have a message for us?
I've got an idea for a slot.
Yes, well, we were just talking about...
We just saw one. Go on then, Dave. Let's hear your...
An idea that it's who do you do or what do you do? Impressions.
Okay, wait, go for example.
I've got 2 impressions.
Okay.
I could do a rampant cow, or Danny from With Nell and I.
I want a rampant car.
Cow.
Yeah, I know.
Don't call him that.
Are you ready?
Go on. It's quite a good cow, but I wouldn't say rampant.
Oh, it's getting more rampant now.
Doesn't sound very rampant.
Okay.
It just sounds like it's getting annoyed for me suggesting it's not rampant.
Buddy Randy.
Okay. Let's hear,
Danny.
Yeah, I was going to talk with Campbell or Coward. It talks like that, doesn't it? I can't remember.
Get you very high.
It'll get you very, very high.
It will tend to get you very high.
If you smoke this, it will tend to get you very, very high.
What do you think?
Whose is best, Catherine? Mine or his?
His.
Which is best, the cow or Danny?
I think it's best we gloss over the cow because I couldn't understand what she was getting at.
If you smoke the cow, it will get you very, very high.
Have you watched the film With Nell and I?
Oh, it's a film, is it? Okay, I'll put it on the list.
Have you never seen it?
You prefer the book, don't you?
Of course I've seen the film With Nell and I. I demand to have some booze!
My father's a QC. I have seen it, but I don't remember any of it because I'm afraid I had some booze.
I demand to have some booze.
We've the butcher's shop.
Oh, beautiful Uncle Monty. It was a big film when I was at college.
I love him.
It was a big film when I was at Scrubbers. It was a big film when I was at college. In fact, I did a scene from it, I think, as part of it. But I haven't seen it for about 20 years.
It's worth rewatching.
Is it? Do you know what? Maybe you might be onto something. Richard E. Grant is sublime, and the McGann brothers are great in whatever they do.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. Tommy?
So, what do you think of a new slot where people...
Where you phone up and you do those 2 impressions?
Much as we love slots and permanent features.
I think we're going to pass. Is there anybody there?
Is that me?
Oh, yes, it is! I didn't know there was. This is great. By the way, Sam, you're doing this brilliantly there, because I'm getting... Every now and then I might see him pick up the phone. poker face though the whole time. It's great. I'm loving it. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Sam. Hello, caller. Yes, you're live on Talk Radio, the home of what's that? Hang on a minute. I've got to do business. What's our slogan during this boring election? There's a slogan. What is it, Sam?
We'll give
you. Funnily enough.
What does it say?
It will give you an election.
Shut up. Where does it say it? Your election station.
Should be your election selection.
Should be your erection deselection. Should be
election perfection.
It should be the station. The name of this slogan for this station should be "Vote for Raj." vote for our Tommy. That's what it should be for this station. Anyway, caller, you're not here to discuss politics. You're here to discuss. I'm picking up.
Do you know who this is? Because you don't even know because you've got the screen off. That could be anyone.
No, you are here to discuss.
It's not the Playboy Gary Hart, I'll tell you that much.
You are here to discuss either wrestling or obscure music.
Wrong, actually. It was a strange experience I had that made me feel like I was in a scene of a film, and I thought I'd talk to you about this because it might tickle you.
Tell us all about it, brother.
Well, we've got kids about the same age, so my son's going to secondary school next year, so we're having to look at, going to open days. I went back to my secondary school 22 years after I left it.
Oh, man.
And it was the weirdest experience I think I've ever had. It was just because they've knocked down half the school, but half of it sort of remains.
Wow.
And yeah, it was crazy. And the thing was, a teacher saw my expression, was like, is everything okay? And I said, I feel like Charlton Heston at the end of Planet of the Apes,
Wow.
God damn you all to hell. It was so bizarre, and it started thinking about life and everything. But have you been back to Herschel since you've left it?
No, I have no interest in going back.
I'm going back to mine on Sunday.
What for?
No.
Yeah, my kid's is in a choir and she's going to be singing there.
At that school?
Yeah. But I've been back in the last 5 years because that tends to happen. Her school kind of, I think, prepares the younger kids for going there eventually by, doing things, and they'll go and use a big stage at the big school.
I didn't have, I don't have particularly good memories of school. I'm going to tell you something really sad in a minute that dawned on me. But I was not a particularly nice person at school. As I've discussed this before, that I bullied quite a few people and was quite unpleasant. I also got bullied at school, and I really didn't fit in with the academia. That just wasn't for me. I was a very uncomfortable, now looking back I can sort of see why, but I was a very uncomfortable teenager.
Well, I left under a dark cloud, but we'll leave it at that.
Okay, all right. Murdered a teacher.
It was weird to see how much for instance, all the vending machines were gone. We were always jacked up on Coca-Cola back then, and now all the kids are sort of drinking water. They've got uniforms and stuff. And
we were jacked up on heroin in Slough.
Well, yeah. And there was other stuff being ingested in sixth form during a lunch break, which I'm sure you can imagine.
A few little tokes and a doobie out in the back of the football pitch.
You might say that. I couldn't possibly comment.
We did.
But it was weird.
I got stoned at school.
It was weird just sitting there, because I just thought, man, what's happened to my life? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be 40 next year, and I've got a kid that's like turning 11. Do you know what I mean? It was, and like the way that, I don't know, it was like I was hiding my bottle of Coke in my pocket. Almost I went back to sort of the way that I was then, if that makes sense as well.
Of course it does.
But, and going back to, but it was just the most bizarre experience, It's just, in other words, Ian, I'm getting old.
You're not getting old.
You're 39.
You're there. You're old, man.
Do you think so?
You're old, yeah, totally. 37 is the peak. That's it. It's all downhill from there.
I'm going grey even right now.
I'm going bald. I'm going bald.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's thinning at the front a bit, and I'm cool with it.
Are you going to rock a toupee?
No. I mean, it's going very slowly. I don't think it's going to go completely. It's got the sort of front of the sides. It's going back ever so slightly. Kath can't notice it, but I can, and it's not kind of paranoid. It is, and it's thinning at the front. And when I look in the mirror in a certain light, I can see scalp through my hair where before I could. I'm not going to go totally bald. I just think I look back at my dad who had thick hair, and towards the end of his life, it was thinner at the front.
But do you not think you might suit a Chelsea perm?
I don't know what a Chelsea perm is.
It's a skinhead.
No, I've got.
Take it down and grow a beard.
What?
Do a Mike Love. You know how he looked about 1969 with the big beard and the bald head?
That's a wicked look. That's a wicked. I told you to get onto obscure music. That is a wicked look. The Mike Love look is a great look. But he had long hair, despite the fact he was massively bald.
Speaking of musical geniuses, I found something out. I'm a neighbour to Dredge.
There we go. Thank you very much for your call.
Anyway, so your school days, you were about to embark on a story.
Thinking about this, and this is you're going to laugh, Catherine, because you're a cow. You're not a cow. You're my best mate. I take that back. That was because I'm nervous about what I'm going to say. Looking back, I wasn't very popular at school. I wasn't very popular, and even worse, I didn't have a best friend, and I wasn't anybody's. No, even worse. This is the thing. I wasn't anybody's best friend at school.
Here's another thing.
Yeah.
Neither was I.
No, really?
Because I moved when I was 10, so those friendships had already been formed.
I'm talking like secondary school, like grammar school, or whatever, yeah.
All those kids moved up.
Yeah.
And the social hierarchy didn't really change. I was always the new kid, and I had some mates. I had one girl who was kind of my best friend for a while, but then that was the relationship I was telling you about, where I tried really hard to fit in, and became a bit of an arsehole, if I'm honest. But I think when you're 12, 13, you're supposed to. And then when I got there to where I thought I was supposed to be, you know, with the popular kids, I realised I didn't like it. And I didn't like them very much, massively. And also, you think that you got it sorted if you end up with one particular group. But within that group, there's a hierarchy. Within that group, there's politics. And so I ended up kind of dropping down, I suppose, to the middle of the road kids who weren't massively popular, but also weren't hugely, you know, spoddy or anything like that. And I was just happy to meander there, and I ended up hanging about with the lads.
I thought I was popular, and I wasn't. I was kind of like part of the loud, funny people, not the jocks. But I thought I was popular. Actually, looking back, I wasn't. And I thought I had, like, best friends. And actually, looking back, they may have been my best friends, but I certainly wasn't their best friends. And I look back now, and I lived further away from everyone else because we moved. They never came to me. I always went to them. Always. And I just thought, oh God, I wasn't any of their best friends. I had friends, but I wasn't the best friend to any of them. Do you know what? Really, I've realised that last week, and it really hit me, and I thought, oh shit, that's sad, man.
Do you know what I learned at school? How not to stand out. Massively. It was, I could morph myself into hanging out with anybody. Do you know what I mean? I could modify my behaviour to hang out with anybody. And it was only in the sixth form, I think, when a lot of the other people left, and that I began to be more confident. But I was I was picked on quite a lot as well.
So I have no real desire to go back to school, is what I was thinking, because I was an idiot there. I was horrible to a lot. I was really horrible to a lot of people, mentally and physically to some. And I've spoken about this on air. It's a great shame, and I've apologized. I've got in touch with a few of the people, certainly the people that I treated the worst, and apologised to them and tried to make amends. But I don't think not many people like me at school. That's sad.
There was a reunion with our school a couple of years ago, and I avoided that because I was thinking, nah, do you know what? I can be friendly to you online. If I see you in the supermarket, I'll have a chat with you, but I don't want to hang out with you because actually I didn't have very good memories with a lot of people.
0344 499 1000. We're taking the calls in a slightly different way tonight. Another 35 minutes before Killer Kellner comes in. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Kath and Iain on Talk Radio.
After hours amusement for anarchists, air hostesses and jet-lagged Antipodeans.
G'day, coppers. Can I crash on your floor?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We're supposed to be having fireworks tomorrow night.
Yeah.
70-mile-per-hour gales are set to roar in with torrential rain and floods. Okay, well, that may be...
I mean, but all night, though. There might be a 5-minute break. We can blow stuff up.
5-minute break. I want to blow up bits and pieces. We've got the papers. I don't know quite where... Can you get rid of those? I don't know why I asked them to come in. It's not what we do. We don't know if there's anyone on the... by the way, people are telling me that there's a guy called Pete Dylan Tranchard, who's tweeting something about Doctor Who. He's the Apprentice correspondent, that's who he is. I've muted him, so I don't know if he's tweeting me about Doctor Who. It's a wasted chance, because I muted him a long time ago. I look forward to his Apprentice correspondent, Monsieur Tranchard. sur la mercredi pour la next week. 03444991000. Hello, is there anyone there? Oh, I love it. It's a real
silence.
It's Russian roulette. You just don't know. Is there anyone there? Hello? There's no one there. Tell you what, if someone calls through, Sam, technical question, and I have a fader open, can you put them to that line? You can't. Okay, fine. All right, fair enough. I was just going to leave it open and people could join in, but we can't do that. That is absolutely fine. Let's do a Periscope love bomb. Let's do that, shall we? Have I got enough battery? I've got 26% bats on the thing. You'll explain what this is, Catherine?
Periscope is an app that allows people to broadcast, a bit like YouTube, but a bit more interactive, I would suggest.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is open up Periscope, and we will look for someone who is chatting. And what we normally do is find someone who's not got very many people watching their channel, and we all jump in there and tell them how brilliant they are.
We've had some good people. So they'll be streaming live. You don't need the app. If you've got the app, that helps. If not, as long as you've got your phone, your tablet, your computer, you can dive in and join in. What is ASF? Board ASF. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Whoa, that's bad language there. We're not going there.
It does surprise me that America, which is, the place where woke comes from, are still bandying that word around.
That was Scotland.
Was it?
That was Scotland. That was Scotland using the R word to,
But
yeah.
I would suggest that is an influence from
Yep.
From the States. But still, wow.
There's not really a lot happening in the UK at the moment. Here we go. We got some. This could be good. This could be good. We have two Muslim girls here. Okay. Nope, there's not going on there. We start off in Britain. And then maybe we'll head to America. There's nothing really happening. Was it like you see one that was live? Let's try this. No, let's try this. Doesn't always work. Actually, I think it's always worked, doesn't it?
In the end, yeah.
I think it's always worked. It takes a while to find... where else might they speak English?
Canada? Australia?
Australia. Let's go to Australia. How do I get there? Go across there. What does this... Oh, no, I've gone right round to... is that Australia? There's Australia. Is anyone streaming in Australia right now? No. No one's streaming.
They don't have it there.
They've got it. There's a few that are... There's nothing... There's
But New Zealand. No Periscope.
No. No one's live. Okay, bear with us. Hello, is anyone there? Oh, I love it not knowing if there's a caller or not. I find it so exciting. It's quite thrilling. Let's try. What does ça fait trop longtemps les amis mean?
It's been too long, friends. Okay. Ça fait trop longtemps les amis.
Okay. That's what I said, mate.
Well. It's going to cut the sound.
Okay, that might get a little bit...
I think it might.
Might get a little bit Jeff there. Hang on a minute. We're going to find someone. Oh, this could be it. What are they saying? Is it Spanish?
No, I don't know.
They're in Portugal, so it'll be Spanish.
No, Portuguese.
They speak Spanish in Portugal.
No, they don't.
There's no such language as Portuguese. What are they saying?
No, full of Portuguese.
You speak Spanish then?
I don't speak Portuguese anymore.
There's not a language, Portuguese.
It is. I learned it for a year and I was rubbish at it.
They're in Portugal, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're speaking Spanish.
In Portuguese, mate.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Numen le phénomène est là. Oh, it's a guy rolling a big fat old spliff. We don't need to see that, Newman. Don't want to see that, Newman.
Newman, the phenomenon is here.
Rolling a big fat old joint. It will get you very, very high.
Bon, ben, nous, on va y aller.
Salut.
Bonne soirée. Ouais.
Salut.
Hi, good evening. Hello.
Should we go French?
Is this the guy with the doobie? Because it's...
No. It's a young lady.
My French is not very good anymore.
Okay, well, it's about to improve.
No, come on.
We are going to... I've just tweeted the address. I'm just tweeting it now. So we're going to go and have a little look. Has my tweet come up? So it's Margot PRGT. So go to periscope.tv/Margot MARGOT So we go to www.periscope.tv/MARGOT what did I say? PRGT. This may be a non-starter, but PRGT. But I'm prepared to have a little...
She's got 26, 27, 28. Here we go.
36. We're going up. Okay, guys.
J'attends que Roxane elle revienne. Juste, tu arrêtes pas de mettre des cœurs.
Here we go.
There's a lot of people joining.
Qui revient? Roxane, il y a un mec, il a mis 202 cœurs. Ou une meuf, je sais pas.
And there's lots of hearts, you're saying.
Periscope.tv/MARGOT
Are we speaking to her yet?
Speak to her, yeah. We're up to 67. Let's keep going. We're doing a Periscope love bomb. Join us.
Ton père, il a dû tourner.
De quoi?
Ton père, il a dû
We're coming up to 100.
Je crois.
We're at 103.
Bonsoir. T'es à la radio en Angleterre en ce moment-là. Bien sûr.
It's not the most talkative of...
Bonjour.
I've just told her that she's on the radio.
Il y a 107 personnes. D'accord.
I'm going to call in.
Il y a beaucoup de gens. Hein.
Vas-y, je te laisse.
I'm joining this call. You talk to her, Catherine.
No.
Yeah, you talk. You speak. You actually speak
to her.
French.
You're going to need her to speak English.
No, why? I want it in French. Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Parlez-vous anglais?
Non, pas vraiment.
What was that?
Not very well, no.
Catherine, en français.
Alors. Salut Margot, je m'appelle Catherine, je suis là, je t'écris avant. Disons que t'es à la radio en Angleterre en ce moment-là. C'est pour ça qu'il y a beaucoup de gens là.
Et pourquoi je fais la radio en Angleterre?
Parce que on cherche les gens pour comment ça va pour promouvoir how would I explain it? What we're trying to do?
Send her love.
Yeah.
Make her happy.
Pour te faire contente. Parce que on cherche des gens qui parlent avec très peu de gens et on dit bonjour d'ici pour être amable.
D'accord.
Okay. She's in agreement. She says that's cool.
Okay. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Okay. That was.
It's for the personality, vim and vigor.
Okay. Well, that didn't go quite as well.
How do you explain what it is?
We're here to send love to the world, baby.
Yeah, well, she didn't look like she was ready to receive it.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's fair enough. Not everyone is. Say goodbye, and we're going to find somewhere else. What's happening in Kazakhstan? What language do they speak there? Kazakhstani.
Yeah, isn't that funny? When you speak to someone who's not up for it, like all my...
Oh, she's speaking French. This is Kazakhstan. Can you boost the computer a little bit, Sam? It's a bit quiet.
No, she's not. She's speaking Russian. Privet.
Okay, we'll find someone.
As soon as you're speaking to someone who's not up for it, I'm like, oh, my French went. How can a child make me feel that nervous?
It's a funny old world, isn't it? It's a funny old world. Okay, we're going to find somewhere. If you go, here's the thing, and maybe I should make this clearer. If you go and join us here, be nice. Be nice. This is to send nice vibes.
Yeah, someone said show us your bra. That might not have got her in the right mood to chat to us.
Okay, yeah, okay. That was the N word there. That was the N word there. That was Honolulu. It's the only one in Honolulu. It's his birthday in 4 days, and he's bandying around the M word like nobody. He was a white gentleman, in case there was any confusion.
Wow.
Someone has made light of as well of you translating me saying Jesus.
I know, it's Julie.
There we go. You see.
It was a little joke.
Yeah, about that big. Let's try. Okay, let's see what we got here. A lot of people just smoking weed. A lot of people just smoking weed. Okay, it may not. We may not get anything. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Let's try this. What's this? This is a baseball game. Kids baseball. Little League, I believe they call it. And we can see it, but they might not be able to. Can you see this comment? Because it's just showing a pitch and we can't really see anyone's face. But it's amazing. Literally, a window. This is a kids' baseball match in Las Vegas. And we're there. They're warming up. Isn't that incredible? It's not the one we're gonna go to, but it is a window on the world. Let's try. Bear with us, guys. There we go. I got it. Someone having a shower. You can't see anything. They can't see the phone. But when they look back at the replay and see we got the numbers up. Right. So I'm going to share this. I think they're coming out of the shower soon. This is where we're going, okay, guys? There's only 4 people there at the moment. Let me just get the name. Zach3453. Periscope.tv/Zach, Z-A-C-K 3453. He went in the shower. All we can see is the shower curtain. He went in. He had 1 viewer. When he comes out, please, let's get him 150 viewers. Periscope.tv/ZACK.
I think it's ended.
No, it's still going. Still going. ZACK 3453. He's in Vancouver. This is great. Now he's set
I'm
this.
a bit worried about this angle when he gets out.
We'll describe it, Kath. Go
We're
on.
going to see right up his sweet patootie.
It's pointing up, okay?
Yeah.
You can see the shower curtain. We're up to 45 viewers. Let's blow Zach's mind. Periscope.tv/ZACK3453. Be nice. Please be nice. Because he's going to get the shock of his life when he comes out.
Oh dear. In the shower, he's hocking up a loogie.
We're up to 70s. Can we get it up to 100? Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes!
Oh God.
Periscope.tv/ZACK, ZACK3453. He's a very hairy man. Trying to reconnect. Here we go. I've lost picture. Have you got picture?
I've still got picture. He's a hairy man, isn't he?
Oh! Oh!
Oh, it's all gone. Oh God, what are we seeing? Oh, it's just his hand.
I can't see anything. I've got a blank screen.
I think he might have turned the phone over or something.
We're over 100. He is. He's covering. We're up to 107. Thank you.
Hi.
116.
Hey guys, one second. How are you doing? I'm coming.
Oh, I hope not. 127, 130. Come on, guys. Periscope.tv/ZACK3453. I feel like a perv, says Clara. Here we go. This is the most exciting thing I've ever done.
What's up, bro?
Zach, what are you doing, Zach?
Zach is living his best life. Talc up, buddy. 136 viewers watching this man in the bathroom, says Mark. Is he drying his hair?
I hope it's his hair.
He's got the hairdryer out!
But he has a lot of hair. And it's not all on his head.
We're nearly up to 150 people watching a blank screen, listening to a guy in British Columbia drying his hair.
Drying the hair on his shoulders. Zach!
Zach, come back! I wonder if I can ring in on this. You can't ring in on all of them. No, you can't on this. He hasn't got it set up to take calls.
Can't name that tune, can you?
Is it coming out of his mouth? This is incredible. I feel really nervous. Here we go. He's picked it up. He's going to see. Look, his face. He's seen 150 viewers. It's blown his mind. You're on. Tell him he's on British radio. You're on British radio, my friend. His face.
Now what are you going to do?
So, he's gone from 2 viewers to 152. He's freaked out. He's just staring at it.
Huh? Someone saying, Zach, try your crack. That's not helpful.
What's he doing? He's just staring at us. Say something, Zachary, says Sammy. That was you. Well done.
Hi.
It speaks. Refreshing shower?
That looks okay. He's asked me to moderate it. It's got 180 viewers.
How are you, everybody? Hello.
We are good.
Filipinkan.
What's he saying?
I don't know.
I dumped the first one. What did he say? I don't think he said what I think he said.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Huh? What's he doing?
I don't know. I've got a feeling about this one.
Bisco.
I'm getting scared.
I feel like I'm being stared at by a naked man.
He can't see us, right? He's looking straight at me and singing.
Hi, 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 hi.
Right, let's ask him a question. I am the host.
How are you doing?
How are you, sir? What have you done today?
Good, good.
Good. Okay. You do have to wonder why he's streaming this.
Well, I did see a baby's crib as well.
Everybody follow me.
He's got all the lines. He knows the lingo.
Follow me, yep.
Maybe he's one of those people that cleans dirty children. I was trying to reconnect. I've lost it. Have you lost it?
Yes.
Zach.
Have we broken the internet with Zach?
I think we've crashed Zach.
I've got him back. Hang on. I bet he's back. Just refresh it.
Oh, okay. I've lost Zach. This. What's great about this is, bless you. It's not working, but it's the most fascinating thing I've ever been involved in. It's literally silence. We are watching a topless, good-looking guy. He's got that little beard. He's got that beard under his lip.
I find those off-putting.
Yeah. He's got a little beard just under his lip, just under the lip. And, I think he's gone. I think he's bottled it.
So do you think that...
Why was he doing that? We need to take a quick break. We need to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll see if Zach is still here. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The radio show that knows truth is always stranger than fiction.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Because they're too real to be part of my imagination.
On Talk Radio.
You have to wonder. He's gone. He's closed his stream as Zach. You have to wonder what he was streaming that for. I mean, I think we might have scared him. That's never the intention of the Love Bomb. It's to send love and to show people that, we think they're great. And I think we freaked him out a bit there. Because he didn't the moment when he looks at the screen and he sees the numbers, it's a real, almost James Finlayson that, what? but much slower and, but then just stared, tried the follow me line, and then I think bottled it.
Do you think he was doing something sneaky?
No, I don't think he was doing anything.
Because he seemed taken aback that there were so many people there.
There were 2 people, I think, when I joined.
Yeah, who were those 2 people? Were they there by pre-arrangement?
Yeah. Greg says he's got some balls, taking a shower and streaming a webcam at the same time. I must have missed that bit, Greg. But, we've been doing something different with the phones tonight. I don't know if people have been calling in or not. I just go to the faders and I go, hello, is there anyone there? Hello, is there anyone there? No one there?
And sometimes there isn't.
Sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. And I kind of like that vibe. Sam, you've played a blinder tonight, mate. Thank you very, very much. You've been absolutely superb. What you got to finish me off with, Catherine?
I beg your pardon. Some of us this is again from the Mirror, so I'm expecting the writing to start out strong.
Yeah.
And maybe get a little bit more loosey-goosey as we go on, because whoever's writing it gets a bit fed up, and that's the end of the story. And it was all a dream, that kind of vibe. Some of us slave away at work with the distant hope of one day having the money, time and space for our very own dog.
A dog?
I know, it came out of nowhere, didn't it?
What?
But what if your work was hanging out with a top-class woofer? Do not comment. Do you think the person that wrote this knows what a top-class woofer is?
I've never seen yours, so I don't know if it's top class or not. I imagine it's certainly up there.
The St Regis Aspen Resort has posted a job advert in search of a fur butler.
Again, that sounds like a euphemism for lesbian.
A fur butler. How can I serve your fur?
Turns out that both of his daughters are fur butlers. Poor family.
Looking after their very good boy, Kitty's daily schedule and managing the resort's pet offerings. You'll need a deep-rooted passion for animals if you want to land the role, hanging out with the Bernese mountain dog and hotel mascot, who's as majestic as heck, by the way, and sure is. Look at that beautiful dog. Ruff, ruff. The job also requires that you have an interest in photography and social media to post snaps, but considering you'll be chilling in the Colorado Rocky Mountains with Kitty, we're sure you won't find it too stressful. It's a full-time role, which also requires candidates to have a passion for uncompromising standards, service, and the ability to anticipate needs and impeccable interpersonal skills. To apply, you need to prove to Kitty exactly why you wanted to be your boss by posting a video or photo on social media demonstrating why you're the perfect person for the job. That doesn't work, it's a dog.
It's a dog.
You'll also need to send through your CV and wait for Kitty to get in touch. Kitty quickly became an institution at the hotel after joining the staff in September 2018 when he was delivered as a gift by Santa all the way from the North Pole.
Santa doesn't give dogs for Christmas.
No.
He knows that it's bad.
Yeah, you don't put living things on the sleigh. It would be mayhem.
Yeah, get blown off.
He even named the dog, owned by the St Regis Hotel's founder. Oh, he's even named after the dog owned by the St Regis's founder, John Jacob Astor IV. I've heard of him. Your potential new boss...
the fourth, but I've heard of the second and the fifth.
Yeah.
I assumed there was a fourth.
The difficult fourth, yes. The potential new boss may be a bit of a diva following his newfound fame, racking up more than 42,000 followers on Insta, where he's seen playing in the snow or working hard around the resort.
For those of you who don't know.
His busy schedule includes greeting guests, wandering through the hotel to keep an eye on things, and even helping tuck guests into bed. So basically, you've got to do one of them Twitter feeds that is as if it's being written by a dog, I think is what the subtext of that story is.
Well, everyone that tried to cash in on things like Grumpy Cat, come in, Martin, like Grumpy Cat and I don't know, Thicko Dog, and there's all these different things, and the ones that succeed, I think you might have to loosen the nut. The ones,
I don't loosen nuts. I don't do that.
The ones that succeed can make millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. It's incredible. A lot of money to be had.
Poor old Grumpy Cat.
Did Grumpy Cat die?
Yeah.
Of just grumpiness? Well,
I think there was a condition involved in the way that cat looked in the first place, so not very well.
Here's a surprise for you, dear listener. You will not have heard, but Martin Kellner has been in the studio for the last 30 seconds. Gentle. It's like a little Bambi deer running through the forest. You can't hear a single thing.
He slips in like a ghost.
Indeed.
Like a
Well, you have
duck
to.
ghost. Good evening. You're right, Martin.
Yeah, that's it. I can hear myself now.
There we go.
Yeah, marvellous.
That's one listener. Yes.
Marvellous. I've got a listener. Fantastic. Hoping to get into double figures.
Oh,
You never
let's
know.
not get carried away with it. Come on, we know our position. We know our position. I've not. Did we? No, we didn't see you last. We weren't in last week, were we?
No, it was nutty Howard Hughes.
Oh, yes, yes, Howard Hughes. Yes,
he's lovely, but mad as a box of frogs.
Yeah, very strange. But good for him.
Good for him.
Good
Yes.
for him.
What would it? What would life be without the odd strange?
Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts and all that stuff?
No.
UFOs, though, are the alien life. There has to be alien life mathematically.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't worry about that too much.
Don't worry about it.
No.
I'm not having sleepless nights over it.
Good.
But occasionally I
We
can't.
should worry about what's going on our planet first before we start worrying about those guys. That
Very
sort
good
themselves
point.
out.
Whoa, boily,
That's the spirit of the season.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, actually. Well done. Thanks, Catherine. You're really giving us something to think about.
She's
Thanks.
wise.
On the drive home.
Wise beyond her years. Well, she's not beyond her years, actually.
Appropriate.
I've earned them, yeah.
Martin, what's on your show tonight, please?
Well, we'll be live in Japan. We're going over there to talk to, I know you're very keen on the rugby, and there's a World Cup final tomorrow. Did you know that?
I did know that because the woman at the swimming pool told me about it.
Yeah.
And assumed I would be excited.
Because you're a man.
Absolutely. So there's a World Cup final. A mate of mine actually used to play international rugby. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of rugby union myself, but anyway, we'll chat to him from Japan about World Cup fever.
Yeah, okay.
World Cup fever.
That's going around again, is it?
Not afflicting you.
I've been immunised from a very young age to take those vaccines, guys.
We have a guy in Latin America that we speak to on a regular basis, John Bonfilio, who's very, very good. He knows what's going on in Chile and Venezuela, and I wish you wouldn't believe. I mean, it's in our papers. Loads of stuff goes on in Latin America we just don't know about. It's a wacky continent.
Yeah.
It's wackier than Howard Hughes. We've also got a live plastic surgeon. Just see if he can do anything. Probably might be too late now. But anyway, we have got a live plastic surgeon. He's got a petition together to try and stop girls under the age of 18 having fillers. I didn't realise.
What's fillers? Lips? Is that the lips?
Yeah, lips, mainly lips,
right.
and also jawline. But I didn't realise because Love Island is so popular, they want to look like Love Island, and you can just set up as a. Did you know this? You could just set up as a. You probably did.
You've given me an idea.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Monday. Martin's up next. This is Talk Radio.
This is Talk Radio.